Hey everybody, I'm so sorry. You know me. I've been doing some research and works and stuff like that, so I didn't want to. My apologies. I realized that I wasn't prepared, and that's why it took me so long to get on there. So I apologize. I was supposed to come on at what, 15 minutes ago. So please forgive me. All right, let's good afternoon everybody. Good morning in some places, good evening in some other places, and glad you guys are on. Shout out to Boosie. Shout out to Boosie. I know some of you guys wanted me to do some stuff follow up yesterday. I was getting text messages and it's like, "Oh, why you not doing this?" blah 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 blah. There was nothing to really report. You know me. Once I finish something, I move on, right? But but people want more, I guess. And so folks decided, like, hey, I'm gonna unsubscribe because she's not talking about Boosie anymore. I'm like, guys, patience, my dear cracker pops. But anyway, I'm waiting for my buddy to get on here. But I'm gonna show you guys some videos, and I think it's time for us to educate ourselves in regarding to what Boosie was charged with. Okay. I think we need to start educating ourselves. So what I did is I went and pulled some stuff in regards to the law. I am not a lawyer, trust me. I don't know the law, but I know how to, kind of like give you guys some information based on my research, right? And why certain things were done and all that. More informational type of thing, not because I'm a lawyer, because I am not a lawyer. Here come Dom. Hey, Dom.
Yo, what's
What's
going
up?
on?
What's up?
Good morning, y'all.
Look,
Can you hear
everybody,
me good?
I can hear you.
Okay,
Did you wait?
good.
Let's first ask Dom. Dom, did you get some rest and some food?
Yeah, of course, most definitely.
Did,
I'm not gonna be on edge today because we not waiting for 12 hours. Real talk, man. But no, we're glad to see that he's home though. You know,
he's out.
you know that he's out of out of there. You know.
Okay. Because don't he have to get his ankle monitor put in tomorrow or something like that?
Yes, yeah. Monday, he has to get his ankle monitor installed. So he did not have it on Friday. He
Mm.
did not have the ankle monitor.
Do you know?
Remember remember in the emergency motion that the attorney filed, it said that the PTS pretrial services, they did not have enough time to install it. So he has to come back on Monday to get it installed.
Okay, okay. One of the things that we want to talk about, because we see so much like negative reporting, negative stuff about him, about he's doing this, he's snitching this, he's in Vegas, blah, blah. I mean, I've seen so much stuff out there, so much crazy stuff. What I want to do, Dom, with today is kind of educate the people on what his indictment actually said, because I know we talked about it when he was in jail, and some people may not understand what he was charged with. And he also confirmed the stuff you said, because remember you said, and when you brought it out, you said he only had two type of charges, right? And they were both having to do with marijuana. Remember you said that had to do
Right.
with drug, right? And he confirmed it in the video that we saw. What I'm going to do is I'm going to play some videos you're not going to discuss, and then I'm going to go back and talk about the actual indictment and what the federal law is on the particular thing, because a lot of us don't know what the federal law on gun control, gun possessions for a felon and things like that. And there are certain individuals that cannot have a gun, not just felons, but I'm going to give you guys a breakdown of who can, and so you guys can understand where the federal law comes into play and all this kind of stuff a little bit. I'm not a lawyer. Dom is not a no. Dom is a
Right.
lawyer, huh?
Well, yeah, I'm a YouTube lawyer. I say I'm a official, unofficial lawyer, but I didn't go to law school or nothing like that. I'm just very interested in the law.
And
So
this
yeah.
is for entertainment and entertainment and informational education, blah 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 blah, fair act use and all that kind of stuff. That's what we got to say. Hey man, Mongol Giant, how are you? Yeah. So okay, he said there you go. He's gonna confirm it. He says he got 2 marijuana charge, petty Louisiana charge, then got the bridge, bringing drugs in the jail. That's what he got, bringing drugs in the jail. And that's how he ended up getting more time, right? Now, listen to this. Listen. Boosie is the hottest topic going on social media right now. He's the hottest topic. He's the trending topic. And everybody want a piece of the pie, okay? Everybody want to use his name for clout, okay? The sad thing, if they were doing positive things about it, it would be great, right? But for some strange reason, human nature of jealousy, hate is really prevalent in this man's arena right now, right? He, in his video, he talked about he says that what was the word? Because I don't want to use the S word. He said S word, S-H-I-T word. And he was saying how many people he went through the social media and he realized, he saw how many people was saying so many negative things on his name. And he's still doing it. And I don't know why. As human being, we always want to see the negative. But me, I'm not that way. I don't want to I don't want to hear the negative. That's why I tell you guys, don't put that stuff in my chat. Because I will block, I will delete, and all that kind of stuff, because it's not right. You wouldn't want somebody doing it to you, so you don't do it to somebody else. And I'm not just saying it because it's Boosie and he's a celebrity. No, that's the way I operate with everybody. We're supposed to look at other people in a higher and a lighter view, not negativity, not hate. You understand what I'm saying? And it's the saddest thing that this is what majority of them, they want the clicks, they want the views, and it doesn't matter. This man has family, he has children, he has a mother, he has so many people that relies on him for
A fiance.
A fiance. He got all of that, and these people don't care. All they care is about clicks, views, and some kind of monetary gain. I was telling somebody yesterday, I said, my channel probably will never grow because I'm going to stay on the positive side. I'm not going to sit there and dog people out. I am not going to do that. That's not my personality. That's not how I live. I don't live that way. And I guess it's because of my upbringing, a child being in foster care and all this kind of stuff. I don't believe in bringing people down. I believe in elevating people. I believe in I'm weird, okay? I'm a Pisces. I'm weird, okay? So, and it ain't about me blowing up, because I'm not blowing up, because I'm not sitting here being negative about a person. I'm not. That's not me. I'm here to try to educate. I try to research, learn about something, and educate you guys on it, okay? So, and I know people, and one of the main reason the channel was blowing up because Don was at the courthouse and they wanted to be nosy. You know what I'm saying? But we wanted to bring facts to you guys, not sensationalized thing, not to bring this man down, because that's not the type of person I am. I'm the type of person I'd rather play the affirmations and stuff like that, but I don't get views for doing things like that. So, Boosie is the greatest topic on social media right now, and they want to tear up his name. They don't want to bring out the good thing the man is doing. Like, he just put out 2 albums. He got out of jail, put out 2 albums, and he's banging. The music is. I'm not a rap person,
Shoot, I am. That both albums is going crazy. Go stream it.
Yeah, Dom is a rap person. Sylvia's just a regular, a regular individual.
She's listening to Barry White and
I don't listen
to Pendergrass. That's what she's listening to.
I listen to oldie but goodie music. That's what I listen to. Okay. But as I was saying, we're gonna sit here. I'm gonna go over the old video, him coming out and all that. And y'all, Did y'all see from that other view of the other person? Did you see Dom there? That was double proof, Dom. Did you see that one? I'm gonna play it.
No, I didn't see it.
I'm gonna play it for you, Dom. Y'all, we're gonna take a little stroll back to what happened when Boosie got out, when we sat here, God forbidden, 12 hours of sitting trying to figure out when they're gonna let this man out. And God did it. God did it. We prayed for him and he came on out. It ain't nobody but God. But I'm going to, Dom, did you want to say something before I start showing these videos?
No, just I think everybody should just give people a fair shot. That's all. I know people may he might rub people the wrong way, or may not be a fan of the music or his antics or whatever. But I think it's only fair to give everyone a fair shot in the court of law. That's just me. So that's all.
And then the other thing, let me tell you something. If he doesn't encourage himself and getting beat down by the world, who else going to encourage him? So I don't blame him. I'll come out saying, encourage myself. And that's what he's doing. He's encouraging his spirit because he was in the belly of the beast. He didn't know when he was going to come out. Did you hear him say he was on his knees? He never been on his knees so long,
Right. He said he had cherries on his knees.
Exactly. So I'm telling you, he know who his source is. He know who got him out, and he is praising the Lord. But he's not gonna let you guys put dirt on his name. He says y'all try to put dirt on his name, but no, he ain't gonna come out and let you act like you guys got him. You ain't gonna win on him. I might be the one to sit on here and cry because y'all said something bad about me. But Boosie, shout out to Boosie. He's the man. He showed y'all.
Yep. Oh, and I just wanted to say, for the people who are maybe they're new subscribers or new people who came across, Sylvia's channel or even my channel. I just got started, but we just want to say thank you guys for for following and supporting us, because it's been a long just a week. It feels like it's been months, and it's only been a week since we've been covering this case. So yeah, just stay tuned.
Dom, check your phone. Check your phone. You got it? You saw that?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah, I figured.
You was right. You was right about.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah, I was just telling you that, remember?
Yeah, hold on. You see why, right?
Oh, yep.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what's up. And then Monday. So
Okay.
All
cool. Right. Sorry, guys. Okay, let's show you guys a video. I'm gonna show you guys a video. I'm blessed, said Dom. You are so humble when you are hungry. Not when you're.
Hey, right, man. And when I've been waiting out there for 12 hours, I'm a respectable guy, But man, when you out there and it's hot, what?
Y'all leave.
I was out there getting irritated.
Look, me and him was about to fight up here. That's why I got quiet. Yeah. I say nothing else. I'm gonna leave it alone.
Right. That's a good point too. So for all the people, I kind of, they were saying I was too emotional, whatever. That was my apologies. I did kind of get a little bit out of character, and there was no disrespect to Sylvia or anyone. But I was just out there for 12 hours and I didn't eat. My phone was dying. They talking about he was about to come out since 9 a.m. and it ends up being 8 p.m. So I'm sitting out there hot.
Past 8
So
p.m. It was past 8
I
p.m.
had to walk. Yeah, it was past 8, but I had to walk 15 blocks and all that. So that's why I was kind of on edge. But that was my apologies. So
Yeah,
forgive me,
I
y'all.
understood. Trust me, I understood because my back was hurting and all this, and I went to, but that's beside the point. We're glad the man is out. You will not find this channel dogging him out. You will not find this channel dogging anybody out because that's not what I believe in. That's not what I stand on. You know what I'm saying? Because what I do is I treat people how I would want to be treated if I was in a situation like this, and every single one of us don't know what could happen tomorrow to you.
Yep. You never know.
Because you know why, Debo, for real? Because God said he gives everybody grace and mercy. I am a child of God, and I'm going to operate based on what God tells me to operate, not what you feel. The Bible tells us to always pray and always edify others better than ourselves. That's what the word of God says. So I suggest you get into the Bible and learn the word of God. Then you understand why I operate the way I do.
And just to kind of go
it ain't
along
about
that.
me telling him to repent. Hold on, Dom, one second.
Go ahead.
It ain't about me telling him to repent. His relationship with God is his relationship with God. It ain't got nothing to do with you or I. So I advise you to tread lightly in this chat, okay? Tread lightly, all right? Because don't come to me trying to tell me what the word of God says, because I will beat you down with the word. I promise you. I'm not the one. I'm not the one. Go ahead, Dom.
And not only that, Debo, for real, I remember you've been supporting too. But to me, like I said just a second ago about the people, maybe they don't like him as a person or like his music or whatever the case may be. He has never been convicted in the court of law of murder or killing someone. I know people could say, he's attached to this or this in the streets is this. There's nothing in the court of law that has convicted him of that. So that's not fair to put that on his name. You see what I'm saying? And I get it. You may have heard things, but that's not fair. He was found not guilty of murder. So I'm not going to say that you see what I'm saying? Because you wouldn't want that for you, a family member, your dad, your sister, your girl, whatever. That's not fair to do that to him. He was literally, jurors found him not guilty. So it wasn't, you know what I'm saying? It's not like it's opinion. This is fact in the court of law. So it's not fair to do that.
All right, let's go ahead and bring this videos up. Yeah, a lot of you guys have seen some of this stuff already, but I'm just gonna bring it to you guys again because this is celebration time for this man of what where he was at. And hold on. It's going to be out of order, y'all. It's going to be out of order. So I'm just going to show y'all the videos, okay?
He's back! I won't thank God. I got chairs on my knees. I praise Him. My family, all the prayer warriors, everybody who came to San Diego to support me. Yeah, Boosie Bowl. Yeah. BT, I need 3 tickets. I go to BT Award, but I gotta go with my attorneys. That's me, badass. That's me, nigga. I'm out. That's me. Let me get a picture. Boosie Bowl! I'm back. That's me. Yeah, and I just dropped that album today. First day back. Pressure! You can get it right now. But BT, I need 3 tickets. I need a haircut. Oh, man, I'm out of breath already. Bullshit. Hey!
All right, that's one of them. Let's go back and get the other one. I got all the videos, y'all. Hold on. Hold on. That's a man that know who God is. It's not in the same order, y'all. I just have it on all kinds of orders, so please bear with me.
Bitch, I got my shoulder out on a bitch. I know my name tastes like shit in their mouth right now. Like I'm finna do a thing. It tastes like I know my name tastes like shit in your mouth right now. Big shit. Big shit, bitch. Look, everybody, don't say that. I got my shoulder out. Work that shoulder. Let me work that shoulder. That nigga said, work that shoulder. I'm ready to get a roof Chris steak. I'm ready to get a roof Chris steak. Yeah, nigga, we back, nigga. They didn't let me make store. They didn't let me make commissary. They hated on my nigga. They did me dirty. They said I had to eat y'all. Now I'm finna go eat y'all. They hated. Now we finna go eat good. I've been on a shrimp and steak. You got me on live? You got me on live? Yeah. Want me to get on? No, I don't want you to get on. All right. I've been on the entire laser. Y'all better be at Daddy house next weekend. Yeah. We got a re-Father's Day. We got a re-Father's Day. They finna fall back through the ceiling. I'm on my top. They hating on me, man. We finna go crazy.
All right, that's that one. We got some more. Hold on. Shout out to all the people who's sending these little videos to me. You guys rock. Y'all guys rock. Hold on, here's the other one. And then, guys, I'm going to go read the indictment paper, the revoke paper, and give you guys what the law says about that his case. So all these people adding on extra stuff, and Lord have mercy, I tell you. I guess it gives you views and clicks and stuff like that. I don't know. All right, here we go.
Just got back looking at all this shit on the internet. Niggas putting dirt on my name. I'm a solid one, bro. This shit it's in me, bro. It ain't nothing I gotta do. It's in me, bro. I'm a real one, bro, you know. I heard Faison said I get down, like, you got me fucked up with your people, bro. Like, I mean, you probably can say that because you don't know me, but you wrong, bro. Like, you know, I'm like that, bro. Like, I was a real nigga before I was a rapper. A lot of niggas was a rapper, then they became a real nigga. And let's talk about my record and stuff like that. I got 2 convictions, marijuana. 3rd offense. Marijuana bringing it in the penal system. In California, I would have never served a day in jail. My record ain't bad as you think it is. Real talk, bro. So, you know, all the people wishing dirt on my name and wanting me to be like them, it ain't gonna happen, man. Boosie boo, nigga. I stand on business. I stand on business, man. And that's the bottom line. Shout out to everybody supporting me through this shit. You know what I'm saying? This shit ain't bad as you think it is. Shout out to all my fans who supported me. Everybody who speaking negative on me. We'll see, bro. Like, it's all good, bro. We'll see, bro. I'm a real one, bro. And the whole world know that.
What do you think about what he said on that one?
That's dope. And you know, it just basically, I think he's just saying that, you know, a lot of people are preying on his downfall, or they don't think he has the strength to prove people wrong. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It seems like they think he's just gonna go right back. or he can't persevere. That's what it seems like, and it's just negative, a lot of negativity. You know what I'm saying? And I think he wants to prove people wrong. Off that video, that's what it looks like.
Well, to me, it seems like it's kind of disheartened that people that you think rock with you really don't. They rather see your downfall. People seem like they gravitate to, I mean, it's like they rejoice when somebody's going through. You know what I mean? So it's like, as long as it's not them, it's all somebody else. It's all joke. It's all fun and game until it comes knocking in their door. And so it's really sad that as human that we will rejoice on somebody else's situation. It's really sad.
Right. Yep. And he even says on his, I mean, I know you don't listen to his music, but I said that on a previous live, that on his song Rocket Man, the original, not that, because he has two versions on his best album of 2023. It's Rocket Man Remix featuring Kodak Black and Young Jeezy or Jeezy. And then on the original one that he released as a single, he goes on to say towards the end of the song, he's like, why can't people, basically saying like, why do people got to keep bringing up my past and just help me grow?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, why do people always got to talk about the old stuff but not help me grow as a person? So.
And you notice they don't elevate nothing that he's doing in the community. They don't talk about all the, because since I've been doing this, I've been doing a lot of research on stuff and seeing the good and the positive stuff that he's doing in the community. They don't want to magnify that. They want to magnify the negativity, talking about he's a snitch, he's gonna do this, he's reason for this and reason for that. It's really, really, really sad that people will just gravitate to stuff like that. And you guys are watching that. Y'all love that. Y'all love the negativity. Love the negativity. But when it comes to somebody putting something positive and doing something for your community, nope.
Right. Mm-hmm. And the first thing he said when he got out was, I want to call my kids.
Yeah. That's a father. That's a father.
Yeah. And he has a lot of kids. He has like 10 kids. I don't know the exact number, but it's a lot.
I thought it's 6.
6. Okay. Yeah, that's a lot. Mm-hmm. So that, that goes to show he's a good father too,
Okay. Yeah, guys, I'm not letting anybody up yet. I just want to show these videos, and Dom and I have some things that we want to talk to you guys about. So those that's trying to come to the back, I'm not letting anybody up yet. Not yet. Okay. All right. Let me just go ahead and show these videos and stuff like that until then. Once we're ready to do questions and answers, then I'll let people up. Okay. Thank you. I apologize, but I just want to get this stuff done. Okay. All right.
Okay, Sylvia, 1 second. Someone said he has 8. I thought so. I thought he had
closer. Thank you, YG. Thank you.
I thought he had closer to 10. Thank you.
Thank you. Guys, y'all educating me about this. Thank you. He has 8. Yeah. Hold on a second. Let me bring up the other video. Hold on. All right, here we go.
And one more thing. I just dropped the album today. First day back. Flexing. Can't nobody fuck with me with this rap shit. All this real shit. Tap in.
The album is hard.
You know what, Dom? I listened to some of it, but you better not play. Let me tell you something. You got me with a strike. You got me with a strike, sir. I'm gonna just tell you that right now. You owe me. You owe me. I had 15
desperate times. Hey, desperate times call for desperate measures, and we had to bring some energy to the people. I played 3 songs. I played Life That I Dreamed of, which is my personal favorite Boosie song of like out of his whole catalog. Then I played Thank Ya, which is off of his new album, the album that he dropped that day, First Day Back. That's my favorite song off that album. And then people in the chat, they wanted me to play Boosie versus Boosie. So I played that one, which is also off of his First Day Back album. And then I had played a little bit of the song that he got arrested out here, in San Diego, and it was called How You Want to Play, Bully 3 versus Boosie. And his verse, we was about to get to his verse, and you came, he was like, nope. I was like, dang it. I almost had it, y'all. We was almost there. But yeah, so those are the 4 songs that I played. And great songs. So
all right, here's the next one here. Hold on.
And one more thing.
Oh, I got that one. Sorry. I played the same one. Oh, same. Sorry, I thought I was at the next one. My bad. Hold on. I was at the wrong one. Hold on. All right, this is the one where Dom is in. This is the one you were doing the other day.
let's go.
All right, here we go. This is Dom's. Shout out to the person who cut it down and gave it to me. Thank you, guys.
Y'all, here go Boosie. Y'all hear him? Here y'all go. Look, here he go. Y'all hear him? Y'all hear Boosie? Hold on.
We finally got it off.
Boosie free. Boosie free.
Turn it around.
There you go.
Turn it around. We don't see him. We don't see him.
I know my name takes my shit down, free, y'all. Yes, sir. Yes, go. Get the glass of milk. Open the door. Here y'all go. Knock the milk. Yes, sir. Knock the milk. Knock the milk.
Boosie's
There y'all go. Knock the milk. Yeah.
He's
There y'all go. There y'all go. He free. That man free, y'all.
Finally, y'all.
There y'all go.
He's finally out. Boosie's out, y'all.
He free, y'all. That man free.
We finally, oh my God, Boosie's free.
There y'all go.
That was us acting
Man, waited like 12 hours.
we were
And what's crazy too, so I'm gonna give you guys a little backstory to that too, right? So where I was parked at, so they was parked in the actual parking spot. And remember early on in the day when I was parked in red so I could get a clear view of the building, the clear view of, if someone were to walk out of it. I was parked in the red, and if you guys were there the whole time, you saw the remember I put the camera on the little police officer who came up to me and kind of said, you can't park here, whatever. So anyway, we was, it was 12 hours. So we was moving around. We would leave, come back, go check on if they transported him yet, all that kind of stuff. And then we was, I parked next to him in the actual spot. And, we were talking, and that was when I had got out the car. We were all talking. And so later on, and, as the time started going on and it got darker, I had parked across the street because that was when I had left to go get the food, right? And when I came back, there was no spots available parked next to them, to his people's. And so I was parked right across the street. And so I had left for a short period of time. And I was like, because I was getting real, just like, man, I'll come back later. And so I had got a text from someone saying, it's it's granted or whatever, and they should be letting him out any second. And so I was like, damn, let me get back. So I drove back and I parked, and so I'm sitting in the car, and they're standing outside. His people are standing outside, like on the grass, like further down. I could see them, but they're staring at the door to walk out, right? So I'm still just chilling there, and I'm just looking at them every few seconds. You know what I'm saying, to make sure. And then I start to see them just the way they was just jumping and stuff. I was like, oh yeah, he's out. So I got out the car real quick and I ran over there because I'm sick too because I was trying to play. I was trying to have my other phone on, have his music playing off, the new album playing super loud in the car on one phone, and then get a clear shot of him actually walking out of the doors. But it happened so quick, I couldn't, and I didn't want to miss it. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I just got out and ran over there, and that was what I saw. And then it was dark outside, so that's why at first you couldn't. I was using my front camera, so I couldn't swap the camera and all that. I was just like, nah. So I just turned the front camera towards him, and then once we had got into the light, that was when you could see him. And then, I was letting him do his thing. He shook my hand, and then they got in the car and then they left. I didn't follow them or nothing like that. I just, I let them do their thing. That's his private time, and asking for a picture and all that. I'm not gonna do all that. I got the video for you guys, and that's all we did it for. So that's pretty much what happened.
Okay. Okay, here's the other one. Thank you, Don, for giving us the 411 on what happened, but then let me tell you guys, there was somebody showing it in another angle. So we did see the part we're going to show you, because it wasn't just Dom's camera. There was and I know who the person was that had the other camera that was showing you, but I'm going to show you. You didn't get a chance to see that angle, but let me show it to you. Dom.
You said what?
There's another angle of another person.
Oh, okay. I didn't see this one.
Okay. Well, I think this is it. Hold on. Let me see. It may not be this one. Hold on. It might be this. No, sorry. I keep pulling that one for some strange reason. Hold on. That one likes me pulling it up. Hold on. Just 1 second, y'all.
Hold on, Sophie, just really quick. I'm not gonna be like let you guys steer us from being positive, but in Grid Lester, I know exactly who Duke the Jeweler is. I know exactly. Trust me. I listen to hip hop. I listen to rap. That's all I predominantly listen to. I'm very alert of everything. Okay. I'm very aware, and that had nothing to do with the man. So I that's not being biased. So
I never seen biased news covered. They slant the reporting with opinion. Oh, you don't see mine with no opinion. I'm giving you facts.
Yeah, we just provide the facts.
For me, because I haven't given you my opinion. If I gave you my opinion, you really wouldn't be in here. So
right.
It's not It's facts. I'm giving you facts. I give you paperwork, and I give you what he said. And I didn't give you anything else. I'm not dealing with some old case. I haven't even brought any cases up. All right, let me go ahead on and all right, hold on, y'all. This person just messed me up from putting down what I was showing y'all. Hold on. Did I bypass that one yet? Hold on. I'm showing videos. Videos, people.
You digging me crazy.
What do digging me say?
Appreciate it, Miss Tony Fulton. Thank you. Yeah, I'm just getting started out on that, so I appreciate that. Hit the notification bell for all, so that way, if I upload or go live, you'll be first to you'll get that.
You tell the people when are you going to go live and stuff like that. You need to.
Yeah, I know. I don't know. It's gonna be soon. It's gonna be soon, guys. And just here to learn. No, I didn't see it. I'll double check though.
You didn't see what?
I guess she left a message on my thing. I haven't seen that.
Hold on a second. Come on. I'm trying to. This thing's like so big.
Rob Sancho, yeah, you crazy, bro. I would never do nothing like that. Okay, just here to learn. I will. For people who didn't see it, Rob Sancho said, "Why did I have a vision of Dom jumping on the windshield, screaming, 'I've been waiting all day for your ass. You better say what's up to my camera.'" I know, right? Man, that would have been funny.
You silly. We played a long one last, but I'm not gonna play that one yet. Let's go ahead on and pull this other one. Dom, talk to the people. I'm trying to get this thing.
Okay. Yeah, I'm here. You hear me?
Did Dom disappear on me?
Can you hear me? Can y'all hear me?
Oh, sorry.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I'm sorry. I wasn't paying attention. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm not too sure. Who said that? Oh, Danny F. Yeah, I heard it from one of his last T.I. Yeah, I haven't listened to their album. Has it dropped yet? IJ Mula? I didn't think their joint album dropped yet.
Oh my God, I keep getting text messages on top of text messages on top of text messages. Lord have mercy.
Wish granted. Pretty brown eyes, what's going on? Sylvia 7 said, "Sylvia, you've been glowing. You look beautiful."
Ah, thank you, 7.
Oh, okay, just here to learn. Poison Ivy is Boosie's firstborn, and she does music as well.
Yeah, I saw her song out there.
Okay, I'm gonna have to check it out because I know Tootie Raw, he raps, but I didn't know his other kids did music.
I'm trying to show the other one that from the other angle for you, so you
Okay.
can see the person's angle.
What up, Black Beauty, Celeste, YG Skeet, yeah, the world. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to check her out. Sandra Love, what up? Kimberly, Danny, Lady Coltrane.
Can somebody send me that angle? Send it to my email, the other angle, the link, please, because I don't know where I put it at on my. I downloaded it on my computer, but I don't know where I put it at, and I need to find it. So I can see Dom his
Rita, yeah. Sandra, BET Awards is, I think it's Sunday, right?
today's Sunday.
Oh, today. Okay. Oh, you're right. You're right. I'm tripping. I'm thinking today's Saturday. I don't know why I was thinking that. Yeah, so it's today, guys. The awards is today. So.
Oh.
Let's see this one.
What up, Kareem? Just here to learn. Okay. Rita, yeah. I'll go by there. But it's not gonna be.
I had it, but I don't know where I put it at. Daggone it. Somebody send that to me again, please. The one where the guy's showing it from the other angle and you see Dom in there. Guys, send me that link. That IG link. Email it to me.
Okay. Yeah, Rita, yeah, I'm gonna try to go up there, but I'm not too sure what's gonna happen with that regarding, because they're just gonna install the monitor and then that's pretty much it. Go over, probably go over the conditions and stipulations, and then he's gonna take off. So it's not gonna be like a he's not in custody. So the next court date as of now is July 28th. So I'll definitely be at that one. And I believe Sylvia was saying you have to be present in federal court for all of those court dates. So
yes,
unless the attorney, I guess, maybe would file something or, but what I remember the judge saying was, he had the resources to come to court. So as it stands right now, he has to come.
He has to come. Remember, that's what the bond thing it says. It has to do.
Right.
That's the reason why because remember they want to make sure he comes to court, and he has to appear at every court appearance unless the judge deemed like say he got real sick or he in the hospital, then they waive his appearance. But then they wouldn't even have it. But as far as him coming to court, he has to come. That's part of his bond.
Right. Yeah. So yeah, you're right. Danny F. Yeah, you're right. I definitely, because Boosie has talked about it, about him. He has Sylvia, you may not know this, but like he has one of his kids is not his official kid, like as far as his birth child, but it's basically like his adopted child, and he's took care of the kid for their whole life.
That's awesome.
So.
Dom,
Rita,
Rita says she'd go on the 20th.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go on the 28th. Yeah, tomorrow there's nothing really they're just installing the monitor.
Yeah, and that's gonna be done as pre-trial services. People don't come from the outside to go in there. It's only for the defendant and the attorney and stuff like that.
Exactly. So it's not that type of thing. Mogul Giant. Oh, okay. That wouldn't surprise me.
There you go.
Okay.
You see, Boosie is home. Stop worrying about my unc. He gets some. Get y'all some content. Get y'all some content. I'm getting ready to give you guys content like the education of the law. Because sometimes if we don't get educated, we get caught up, and ignorance of the law is not an excuse. Ignorance of the law is not an excuse.
No, we yeah, I'm not sure what you're trying to say. No, if that was directed to towards us. No, we're not worrying. We're just going over, exactly what happened as far as the showing the video of him coming out, and then we were also going to go over the, I guess the law. She was going to read the law stuff regarding that. So.
And it's not just about your uncle. Your uncle's situation helps to bring out the light of other people too. You got to understand that there are people who don't know what the law is. So if it bothers you for me to bring it in, maybe you don't need to be in the chat because I'm going to bring it out, because I rather have the information for people so they don't get caught out there. See, that's the problem with us people. We don't want to read. We don't want to understand what's going on. And then when we get caught up in situation, half of us don't have the money like Boosie to get out. But sometimes we have to avoid things to get to know what the law says. And I'm going to give you guys some information.
And not only that, I'm not sure if All Money In, because I this is my first time seeing you.
Yeah.
Even over the last week, I haven't seen your name. So maybe this is the first. Yeah, this might be the first video that you've seen or whatever. We have been the only ones pretty much speaking positively regarding the situation. And like I said, we've been following it from start to finish. And we just wanted to go over the actual law perspective of it as well. And Sylvia covers all cases. It's not just Boosie started and then this case started and then, let's cover Boosie. She's been covering Boosie, Cardi B, R. Kelly, YSL, YFN. Yeah, so she covers a lot of high profile.
Tyrese. I mean,
Tyrese. Yeah, she does interviews, all that. You can go look at her channel. It's not just Boosie. Just Boosie's situation is going on as we speak. So that's why we're covering it.
It's pretty sad that you would come in here and down something that's positive for your uncle. That kind of get me to kind of question your motive here, really, because are you doing that with the other people that say negatives about your uncle? Are you going in their chat and telling them, hey, stop whatever you say? I don't even know what you said. It doesn't even matter.
Yeah, I think they're just trolling. So
it's a troll.
But if that, that's all it was. I wouldn't even, but still definitely watch the video, and then that way you can watch the live so you can see that, don't just rush to judgment and see what we're actually talking about. So that's all.
Hey, Lil Mac. All right, y'all, let's go ahead on and read this stuff here. I'm going to stop the video showing for a minute and start reading some of the documents that we have here. Okay, the first thing we're going to go ahead and talk about is basically what his the charges, and I'm going to go based on what they put in, which was let me get this off because I forgot I need the one that has my marker on it. Let me go
make sure you watermark it just in case.
Yeah, I have my watermark on. I pulled the wrong one up. Hold on a second. Let me go get my watermark one. Let me go get the watermark one. Hold on a second. You guys, I'm still learning how to use a Mac because I still don't know. I don't have a clue on how to do these things. So just bear with me. Just a second. Just trying to find this paperwork. Okay, not that one. Ah, Lord, where is it? Where is it? Where did I put it at?
What up, Mrs. Naturally Nollins? What's going on? What's good, Big Mike on YouTube? Black Beauty, right?
Okay, I got it. Finally, I had to figure out which one it was. Okay.
What's good? Look who's in the chat. What's good, Hot Boy Turk?
Hey, Turk. I started following you, Turk.
Yeah, hey, I had to put her on. I grew up on you and Wayne's music. You know what I'm saying? And I had to put her on because she didn't really know too much. So now we following you and all that, bro.
Yeah, I started following you.
No doubt.
All right, let me go ahead and bring this up now. Dom, do you have a copy of this that I send you when I send it to you, or do you need me to send it to you again?
Which one?
The motion to revoke, that one.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, I wanted to show you guys in the motion. Remember, I am not an attorney, and what I'm just showing you is basically for information purposes. All I do is read, and I just bring it to you. Okay. Now, what they gave is the background of what Boosie is charged with. Over here, where it says statement of the case, right? And if you see right here, it says June 13, 2023, United States Magistrate Judge David D. Lesner signed a complaint charging defendant Hash with felony of possession of a firearm in violation. Now, this is the part I wanted to bring to you guys' attention. It's the Title 18 USC Section 922G1, and it's basically the let me go into the government website to show you guys exactly what.
Sylvia, I don't have that one.
You don't have it? Okay, let me send it to you right now. Hold on. Just bear with me, y'all. Let me send it to him so he can be with me on this one.
Thank you, guys. Hit the like button, please.
Okay, check your email. I just sent it. All right. So everybody that's saying that he got all his extra stuff and all his, he is being charged with 18 USC Section 922G1. Okay, he said, Turk said, I was charged with 922G and went to trial, got found guilty, and received 120 months.
Okay, now let me ask you this, Turk. Now, on that charge, a couple questions. One, was that federal or state? Secondly,
that's federal. The code it's telling you is federal.
Oh, it's federal. Okay. And
yes,
then also, did you plead guilty or you were found guilty? I know you said found guilty, but did you plead guilty or was it found guilty? Like, did you go to trial? If you don't mind answering that. Federal. Okay. Trial. Okay, so it was federal and then you went to trial. Okay. Appreciate that.
Okay, now, guys, I wanted to explain to you what 922G is. And I went to the website, the government website, to pull that information out for you guys. Let me stop this. Because, the thing is, we're not educating ourselves on the law, and a lot of us get caught up in situations like this. Did you guys know there are certain instances that you cannot have a gun because of federal law? Do you know what those situations that do not allow you to even purchase a gun, even travel with a gun? Do you know what law? Do you guys know? No. Do you guys know what condition that you cannot have a firearm? That they do not allow you to have a firearm.
If you're a felon, right?
That's not the only one. What else? Felons, or who else?
I'm not sure. I mean, what do you?
Who
I'm
else?
not sure that.
Who else is not allowed to have a gun? Felons, and who else?
I don't know. I don't know.
Anybody in the chat can tell me all the individuals who are not.
Mental illness.
Mental illness. Okay. Who else, guys?
Okay.
Who else? Who else? Who else? Turk.
Okay, Turk. So it was the same. Oh, disabilities. Oh, pretrial.
And who else? Yeah. Who else? Come on. Give
pretrial.
Okay.
If you
School is in.
Oh, non-citizen.
Non-citizen. Okay. And who? One
That's
more.
a good one.
One more. Non-citizen. One more. You guys are good. One more.
Oh, well, that would. But see, my thing is, if you're gonna say violence on a woman, if you've been convicted of that, that would just be a felon.
No, they're misdemeanors either. Domestic
misdemeanors
violence,
either. Wow.
Domestic violence misdemeanor. You cannot have a gun.
Okay.
Okay.
See, I didn't know that. I mean, I figured, but I just figured if it's a felon, misdemeanor, all that, you can't have a gun. That makes sense.
Misdemeanor of domestic violence, somebody who's mentally ill. And come on, y'all didn't tell me one more. Y'all got to give me one more. One more. There's another one. Come on, y'all. One more. Y'all didn't give it to me. And I'm going to give y'all a hint. The one where Biden's son just got convicted, just got a charge for. What was that?
What? I didn't see that.
Biden's son,
underage.
Hunter just no, alcohol and drugs. Yes.
Oh, okay. Oh, like if you're under the influence of drugs and alcohol.
Yes.
Got you. Okay.
No, if you have a conviction.
Yeah, I knew that.
If you have a conviction of having substance abuse, you are not allowed to have a gun. So that's why Biden's son has that, even if it's a misdemeanor, because you were under the influence, you have conviction.
Right. So that's basically, it's just any conviction, you can't have a gun, period.
No, not necessarily. Not any conviction. Not.
Well, I mean.
Well, all felonies, you cannot have a gun. Now,
and then for the misdemeanors, it's specific.
Specifically, if you with the family violence.
Got you. Okay. Or possession of a narcotic.
Okay, so now let's repeat all. Everybody, give me all of it. Number 1. Come on.
1, misdemeanors. You have to be a citizen.
Let me put it up so you guys can see.
Yeah. Y'all list them in the chat.
Hold on. And that includes DUIs too. Now remember, that's still drug and alcohol.
Right.
Okay, now I'm gonna show you this one here.
I was charged, superseded with, conviction felon, fugitive from justice, and drug addict in possession. Oh, wow. Yeah, I do remember the fugitive part. I remember that. Wow. And they offered you 51 months. So that's what? That's less than 5 years. That's like what, 4 years or something like that. 51 divided by, yeah, 4.4 years, 2 months, basically is what they offered you. And then how much time did you end up serving after you went to trial? You said, what was it, 69 months or something like that? Mogul, right. Hunter Biden ain't doing no time.
No, they knocked it down to a misdemeanor.
Misdemeanor. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Oh, okay. So you did 8 years, 8. Okay. So basically is you went to trial, they blew trial, and then they gave you 8 years instead of, so they basically just doubled your time. They were offering you a plea deal of half, basically. Damn. And that was fed. So did you do, or that's actually what? Do you have to do day for day in feds, or is it 80%? Turk, is it day for, 85? Okay, that's what I thought. Wow. And then how does it work for good behavior? If you have, you can do little programs and stuff like that. Does that knock down your time in Fed or no? It's all good, Kareem. 87. Okay. Damn. Halfway house. Oh, okay.
Okay.
So you can get put in the halfway house. Okay.
Number one. Let's do number one. We're going to write this down, everybody. Number one, the first person cannot buy a gun is anybody under the age of 18. It's number one. I got that one. Number one.
Yep.
Number two, a person that has been convicted of felony. No matter what kind of felony it is, if you've been convicted of a felony, you cannot purchase a gun.
Mm-hmm.
Number three, someone who has domestic violence, a restraining order, or conviction of a misdemeanor domestic violence crime.
Mm-hmm.
A foreigner, someone who came here who's not a legal resident.
U.S. citizen. A non-citizen. Yep.
Okay. A person that has drug, conviction. You got that one, right? But that's still part of a felony because most of the time, a person who have a DUI, they usually have a felony. It's usually a felony, isn't it? DUIs are usually felony, but
well, they have two different kinds. So a DUI, you could get, like, let's say you just had 5 glasses of wine and you just drive it home and you forgot to signal and they pull you over. That's not, they're going to charge you with I believe it's a misdemeanor DUI. But if you drive in, you lost control, hit something, and you wreck the car, and then most people, they do hit and runs, but you hit something or whatever, wreck the car, that's a felony DUI.
Okay, let me bring it up to you guys so you guys can see what it says, the federal laws. I hope you guys can see this. All right, here we go. Can y'all guys see this? I'm gonna make it bigger. Dom, can you read those?
No, you gotta make it. You gotta zoom in.
Y'all can see it now?
Yep, we can see it now.
Okay, you see it says the Gun Control Act, GCA, codified as 18 USC 922G, makes it unlawful for certain categories. Hold on. Let me go see if I can move it to the side. Oh, how do I move it to the side? Oh, yeah, I lost it. Where did I go?
It's because you had hit the thing up there.
I don't know how to move it up to the side. I'm trying to get it to the side.
If you just zoom out a little bit, and I can see it. Yeah, there you go, right there. I can see that.
All right. It says here, it is unlawful for a certain category of persons to ship, transport, receive, or possess firearm or ammunition to include any person. So convicted in any court, here, any court of a crime punishable by imprisonment for a maximum exceeding 1 year. So a felony is basically anything that exceeds a year, right? Is that right? Anybody know? Where's Hot Boy?
What?
He said, keep educating. Thank you, Turk.
Yeah, Turk, no doubt, bro. No doubt. Got to educate the people. You know, they thinking we just jumping on this just because it's Boosie.
No, it's people, because let me tell you something. If Boosie knew some of these things, like the laws and some certain things, that's why he said he wanted to become a lawyer, because certain things we walk around here, we don't know. Every day we're committing felonies. I got some more stuff to tell you. Because I've been learning. All right. Like, okay, I'm going to give you an example. Okay. If you had a misdemeanor of a marijuana possession in the state of Georgia, right? Say that, okay? But you go to California, right? And that case is in your record for Georgia for that marijuana. Even though it's legal in California, the marijuana is legal, they're going to take information of your conviction or whatever in the state you were in, and they could add it. Remember, this is the federal government. They could add it as being part if they find you with a gun in California, because they're going to go and look at your record and say, in Georgia, she had possession of marijuana under influence of blah, 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 blah. And they could use it. They could do whatever they want to.
Right.
Do you get what I'm saying? Because, you know, people are like, oh, because remember what Boosie said when in his statement, he said if he was in the charges that he got with the marijuana stuff, if he was in California, there wouldn't have been a charge, because California, the marijuana is legal, right? But because he was in a different state, I think it was in Louisiana, there's a charge in Louisiana for that particular thing.
Yep. He said if he was on the live that he did, he said if he was in California, he wouldn't have done a day.
Exactly. You get what I'm saying? So they're saying is even if it's legal in California, but you got convicted in another state that is not legal, that makes it a what? It's a felon. He got charged with a felony, so that they could bring that information in from that and charge him for that. You get what I'm saying? Remember, we're dealing with the federal. We're not dealing with the state. So with state, they could just drop it and not worry about it because it's not considered. You get what I'm saying? Dom, you get what I'm saying about that?
Yeah, I know what you're saying. It's basically just different states have different laws.
But the federal, you got to remember, everything that's happening right now, the feds picked it up because the Fed has a wide variety of law. And their law is just, they can take
They have more laws than the state law. Yeah. I was going to ask Turk real quick before she finishes. Did you, how much time did you get probation when you were released, or parole? When they paroled you, how much time did you get from that? Or was it halfway house or whatever?
I don't know if he's still in here. I might have to text him.
Okay. But go ahead. You can keep going. What up, Sir Miguel?
All right, let me see if he could come in and give us some of his wisdom. He might be busy. Let me inbox him. Hold on.
Yeah, because he knows. He knows about this kind of thing. But do you want to continue on the
So, guys, you guys get it now? So if you're riding in your car and you're in Georgia and they smell marijuana, right? And you get a conviction for that marijuana in Georgia, then you decide to bring your gun with you. You might not get in trouble in Georgia about that gun because Georgia has a really soft law on gun, right? But you travel to California with that gun. Oh, Mongolo's coming. Hey.
What's up?
What's going
How
on,
y'all
brother?
doing?
You know, you could give me some
Solid.
information because you know the stuff.
Huh? Yeah, I know a little bit.
Go ahead. Educate us. Educate us.
So what y'all talking about right now?
We're talking about as far as the 922G carrying the
Felon
possession
in
of
possession of a firearm, but I mean, what about it?
we're just explaining to people. A lot of people don't understand the law because there was different
Yeah, well, I heard y'all say when Boosie said Boosie saying what Boosie said is right nowadays. We know Boosie got convicted with the marijuana charges in 2000. Well, he got arrested in 2009 and convicted in 2011. Back then, it would have been illegal everywhere. You know what I mean? So he's telling you right as of right now. But when he got indicted back then in Louisiana, that's it wouldn't have been that back then.
But it's also saying that because this is a Fed charge now, federal could take stuff that happened in a state that is not legal and put it in.
Definitely. Every marijuana charge to federal, no matter it's a misdemeanor, whatever it is, it's illegal.
Right. And that's another misconception I think people have is that it depends on the state. It doesn't work like that with federal. Anytime it's federal, you cannot smoke. It's illegal.
Yep.
But they're not gonna now. For example, like in California, it's approved recreationally, right, statewide. So if you walking down the street smoking a blunt or a joint, the federal government's not just gonna come pick you up. It would have to be a serious, you got caught with, pounds and ounces, the illegal number of what you can legally possess. And then they probably would step in because then it's
they won't. They still won't step in unless you cross state line or you use this thing here.
Or there. Okay, so there you
commerce.
go.
They'll step. Well, go ahead. My fault. Go ahead.
So that was the thing.
They'll step in if you use interstate commerce. Like say you get on the phone, so I talk about, hey, I got some weed, blah 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 blah. Even though you're still in California, they can step in because you're using this.
I was just about to tell everybody that because everybody was asking me, was saying on a podcast on another platform, like, why the feds pick this up, man? This is state charge. Why they don't pick up everybody's charge? Because all state charge people, the gun might not be possessed out of state, or it might not come from out of country and stuff like that. That's the only reason they can pick it up because, only reason any Fed charge, you got to be interstate commerce, any Fed charge.
Yep.
Exactly.
But now that since everybody carry this with them and have a conversation about that, they could just pick up the word, I got some weed or whatever I got a plug, whatever people use, and they hear it in this thing here, they could pick you up.
Yeah, because the computer and all that is considered interstate commerce.
Yes. Even a camera, if you take a picture of yourself smoking weed, because the parts of the phone is made by another country, is considered interstate commerce.
Right. It's so many small things that can be considered interstate commerce that people don't know.
That's why I tell you guys every day we committing a crime. Every day. We are all committing a crime. It's just up to them to catch you or something. They really want you really bad. They can get you because they made this thing so desirable that you can't leave home without this.
Hey, Don, what people don't know, Don, what Turk was wrong about, and I told him, when we was, I ain't gonna say, forget it, I don't know. When we was in the feds in our time, back in our day, 2000, anything all the way up to 2019, it was actually 87.11%. Everybody used to say 85%, because when I went to my PSI officer, I like, damn, this 85%. But now the guidelines back then was 87.11. But we always thought it was 85%. But when Trump changed it in office, when he changed the law, he gave the second chance law. Right. That's when they changed it to 85%. So nowadays it's official 85%. But when Trump was in, it was 87.11.
Okay. And now regarding that, he was saying something about the halfway house. So on good behavior, does that lower the 85% to 80 or what? How does that work? Can you get time shaved off?
Can you repeat that? My phone breaking up.
I said so because Kirk was saying something about the halfway house. Now, how does that work on good behavior? does that lower the 85 to an 80, or how does that work?
No,
As
no.
far as
I mean, it's all included. It's all included. 85. It's what it be. Just say like if I got a sentence of 5 years, I do
right,
85% of 5 years, but the halfway house in that is still included at 85%. We just ain't if we go home on home confinement, we still consider federal custody until our
right.
85% is over.
Okay, I got you. And
So
then
they lowered it.
and then once you're released, right? Let's say that you're on let's say that you're at a halfway house, right? After
Yeah.
you're released from the halfway house, do you still have a probation? Like once you're living on your own, do you still have that parole or probation?
Yeah, most of the times, in the federal system, it's called supervised release. But most of the time, yes, it depends on what the judge give you. If the judge say no supervised release, then you give them. It depends on what the judge say.
Okay. Okay, so it just depends. Okay. Good looking out, man. We appreciate that. Yeah, because we
Yeah,
learned.
man. I like y'all. I've been like Sylvia, man. I've been liking y'all when y'all was covering the R. Kelly case, man. I've been liking that y'all get more in depth to everything. That's what I like about this channel.
Right. Because it's more than just the we say surface level thinker. You got to be more than a surface level thinker, because the media, the mainstream media, they just gonna put out the generic stuff. You know what I'm saying? You got to really get in depth, and that's the thing. Even with Boosie, I mean, we seen that how people just say one thing, but it's like you don't know the specifics of the case or the facts of it, or even about the specific charges that we're doing like right now. Because a lot of people don't know that type of stuff, and then they judge it off of the mainstream.
Yeah, like y'all say he's facing 15 years, like 0 to 15 or whatever. It's not really like it really is, but it's really not like that in the feds. It go by federal guidelines. So if he could give you 0 years if he want to, but Boosie federal, I don't really know, but he most likely gonna face in between 46 to 64 months based on his two prior history in that range.
Right.
But the judge could go under or he can go over. I mean, he can go in between the 64, 48. He can go. Let's say he's facing in between 48 and 64 months. He can give him 54 months, or he can give him the whole 64, or he can give him the minimum 46 months, something like that.
But see,
or he can go under that.
And then that's when you bring in like history of like what he's done in the community and what stuff like that. If he's been a menace to the community, they're gonna try to give him more. But if he's been like an asset, helping, and especially when you're doing things for the youth, I noticed when I've been in the courtrooms and stuff, because I go to a lot of different courtrooms and I listen to what the judges are saying. But I noticed when you helping like kids that are underprivileged or
at risk
kids and stuff like that, you're doing a lot for them. The judge tend to lean more to the lower level part than the higher.
Right.
And this based on my experience.
Yeah, because
that's called the 3558. The 3553 factors that the judge got to consider.
What is that called again?
The 3553 factors. That's what they call it in the federal system. 3553. That's the number. Like you got 922G. It's called 3553.
Okay, I'm gonna
factors.
Okay.
Okay, cool. Yeah, we learning, man. I don't know nothing about that. That's dope. I did know that. Yeah, I know the federal system, they go based off points.
Points and guidelines, criminal history. They got a guideline, boy. Y'all can look at it on y'all can download it or Google it. They'll show you the guidelines to it. It just says this Boosie third charge or whatever. He'll be in category 3.
Right. Yeah, because this would be considered his third charge.
Yeah, so he'll be in category 3, and wherever the gun charge starts at, it might start like on a 12 or 18. 12 or 18, wherever they be, that's where he gonna start at. So you just gotta he know he ain't facing that much time because his lawyer already done talked to him about it. So he already know what he's facing.
What do you just based on your experience, right? Like, because you've been in the system, right? What do you think? Just say like your opinion right now. How much time do you think he'll get? How many months? I think he's facing in between 46 and 64 months. Okay. So that's like
that's my opinion though. In between 3.5 to 5, 3.5 to 5 years, 5 and some years.
But they can do it in probation too, right?
Yeah, they could, but I mean, honestly, I doubt it because they could put like this. He could, but I just doubt he get probation based on the federal system.
Right. So
But then
basically,
there's a
what
lot
you're
of factors that you can add on to it, like the 3-5, whatever number that you just told us a few minutes ago.
Yeah, the other factors he got to consider that. They always see. I'm telling you what they do though. They go through the motions because they got to go. They supposed to have to go through the motion. That's their job. But they probably in their head just saying, "I'm going through this." They already got what they gonna give you. But they just, "I'm going through this," and say, you did this, but you this, you that." So they already know. They just be doing it in front of the courts to make themselves look good.
Okay. Now let me ask you this, right? Because you've been following along, right? So before on Wednesday when he went into last Wednesday when he went into court, his attorney was saying he planned on pleading guilty, right? And then in the state case was they were just going to give him probation. And I know it's two different things, but what if he just said, "I'm going to plead guilty" on federal? Could they give him probation? How would that make a difference if he pled guilty? How would that make a difference?
Like I say, man, the judge could. It's a case called United States versus Booker, and that back then before Booker, they couldn't give you probation. They had to follow the guidelines. Put like that. Whatever the guidelines were, they had to follow. But after the Booker case, it's discretion. So he could give them probation, but knowing the federal system, he gonna follow the guidelines.
It's not a he, it's a she. It's a she.
Oh, well, she gonna follow. Yeah, she gonna follow the guidelines. Knowing the federal system. 9 times out of 10, they gonna follow the guidelines.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
But I've seen judges that goes underneath the guideline. Remember the one?
Yeah.
Remember the
one?
Yeah,
they got. There's a lot of factors to it. It's a lot of factors that where they could go under the guidelines, and they could. But like I say, 9 times out of 10, that 1%, they can go under the guidelines. But 9 times out of 10, let's say Boosie plead guilty right now, she can go up on the guidelines. But 9 times out of 10, she probably gonna go within the guidelines. It's a lot of reasons why they go up on the guidelines. Where I don't really want to say most of the reasons they go up on the guidelines. Most of the time when they go up on the guidelines, you cooperate. Most of the times.
Right.
That's the most of the times. Not all of the time, but most of the time. That's why I ain't trying to bring his name up, but that's why they were saying T.I. had to do that because T.I. was facing 20 years.
Oh, right.
But cooperating doesn't mean that you're telling on anybody. Cooperating,
no.
You're not gonna go causing them because when they have to spend money to prosecute you, they're gonna go to the fullest. So if you make it the thing and say, okay, I'll plead guilty. But they'll give you more leniency, not saying that you're going to tell on them, because that's just the thing that gets on my nerve when people when you're cooperating, you're just cooperating because you don't want to go through all that crap.
Definitely. Definitely. And I argued with somebody that the other day. I was like, cooperating don't mean that. They're just saying, look, I ain't gonna give y'all a hard time. I did this and did that the time already. Whatever you said I charged, or whatever you say I did it. That's cooperating.
That's
what I was gonna say.
It has nothing to do.
If he pleads guilty, no, my fault. If he says if he were to plead guilty, that's cooperating because
definitely
shortening their work.
Pleading guilty at a reasonable time. Put it like that. I've seen a person going down. He pled guilty, but he pled guilty on the eve of trial, and they like, no, you did it too late. So
it's too late, right? Because
what they trying to do. All they're trying to do is get a conviction rate and not have to spend no money. And if you could get them to do that, they might give you what you want. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't want to spend the money. They don't.
Right.
And that's why their rate is so high, because people don't go to trial.
They don't.
Yep.
When you go to trial, they want to give it to you. They're going to push it. They're going to you made us.
They're going to give you the max. They're going to try to give you the max sentence if you go to trial and lose it, blow it.
Because you made them work for it. You made them spend money, resources, and all that. So now they're going okay, you made us spend it.
And let me tell you another thing too, Miss Sylvia. It goes both ways. So I have seen a person go to trial. Everybody say, man, don't go to trial. Don't go to trial, man. They're going to give you the max, like they say 0 to 30 years. They're going to give you 30 years. They're going to give you but I seen a couple cases where the judge still gave the person the guideline system, even though they went to trial. It's rare, but I've seen a couple cases like that. Yeah. Like if he would have played out to 40, 50 50 months, and he was facing in the guidelines 50 to 60 months. I see the judge, even though the person went to trial, he still gave him the guideline sentence. But it's gonna be rare though. It depends on it's rare, put like that.
The situation. And to be clear for everyone in the chat, we are not saying that Boosie's pleading guilty. We're not saying that. We're talking to Mogul because he's been in the situation, and so we're just giving different scenarios. If he were to plead guilty, if he were to go to trial, what would happen? So just for people to be clear, we're not saying he's pleading guilty or whatever. We're just going based off of different scenarios and things like that. So,
but like you was saying, Dom, I heard you say a lot of things what you made good point on. I told somebody that he might beat it on a legal search and seizure. I think he got a big chance of beating that on a legal search and seizure.
Me too.
Because you were saying, like what you were saying, you were saying that they ain't had they still, in my opinion, there wasn't probable cause to search the car.
Me too. That's exactly what I said from day one.
Yeah, even though you still gotta have probable cause. You can speed. I can speed right now, but what you gonna search my car for if you ain't got probable cause? Just give me my ticket.
That's just a ticket, and you keep it pushing. That's it.
Yep.
So,
but they say the probable cause was the video. Remember, that's what they claim.
Yeah,
but
that's
not prop.
But listen though, Miss Sylvia. So if they didn't do that investigation that fast. How long was the video? How long was the video between they searched the car or whatever?
Man, that was within an hour.
So yeah, see, they don't know. Okay, even if he did have a gun, it's legal. I don't know California law. How California law is on gun?
It's hard on gun. It's illegal.
You can't have it unless you have a CCW.
But that's what I'm saying. How they know he didn't have a CCW? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He could have been a person that had a CCW.
Right. Well, they know it's Boosie, but this is the thing. It said in the paperwork that we've, in court and in the paperwork that the security guard he traveled with both guns to California. He went through TSA and brought the guns with him. So it wasn't an illegal gun. It was just he was holding it allegedly on his back.
Yeah, see the thing about that, like I tell everybody too, just say if federal laws are kind of tricky. And so even if he wasn't Boosie's gun, even if it was his bodyguards guns, he still wasn't supposed to be holding it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He couldn't be in possession of that. So that's what it is still.
Right. Yep. So it is what it is.
So that's why they only charged him with one gun though. So there was two more guns, but the other guns that the only gun that he was found in possession of, that's why they charged him with it, because he was found allegedly found in possession of it.
Yeah, but they didn't find it on him when they got it. It was on the seat.
That's if he right there by the seat. Well, the video alleged that he was in possession of it, the video. But then when he found him on the seat, that was the same gun that they do. Well, I think they did their due diligence on that he was found possession on. See, I'm gonna tell y'all another thing everybody's saying, bro. And this is my opinion, though. My opinion don't matter. Everybody's saying that, man, that's a prop gun. Man, listen, bro. The feds would not picked up that case if they didn't know for a fact that the gun was real. Because the state had it first. They would just let the state deal with it. They did their investigation. They say, oh, this is good. This is a real gun. This can't. They already did their investigation on the gun, bro. Trust me on that one. They wouldn't have picked it up if they didn't know it was a real gun. They didn't know all this and that. So, but a legal search and seizure, he might have a case.
Right. That's what I think. And keep in mind, people, like I said before, Boosie's attorney, this is not me saying this, his attorney in court, I was there, y'all seen it, literally said he was planning to plead guilty. So that mean what was pleading guilty mean? That means you had the gun. He was planning to plead guilty, and they were going to just give him probation in the state. But then they dropped it, feds picked it up. So I don't know I don't know what their stance is going to be. I don't know, but he pled guilty. On that right there, Dom. I don't think. See, my opinion, and this is my opinion again. See, the feds already was going. The state already knew the fed was going to pick it up. They was already in coercion with each other, so they already knew they was going to pick it up. Feds already called them, contact them, and said, "Look, man, we finna pick up this case." Or they might contact the feds and say, "Look, this person right here that we y'all investigate this for.
You know, they already in coerce. They already knew they was gonna pick it up, bro.
Right. Right. Yeah, I think he gonna be good. Either way. But
Yeah,
yeah,
he ain't gonna do that. If he do any time dumb, he ain't gonna do that much time.
right. Right. Exactly. Yeah, I just think the illegal search and seizure, man. And I know a lot of people saying, they've seen it on the video and all that, but to me, it just seems how they went about it. It just seemed like, it's not like he was driving, speeding, and then they smelled hella weed in the car, and
But weed is
that's
not
why.
illegal in California, so they couldn't stop him for the smell of weed.
Oh well, so yeah, okay, if he was just, I don't know, whatever probable cause is, whatever the probable cause could be, that just doesn't seem to me off of a video to round up 14 police officers and a helicopter for that. That
See,
to me just
Don,
seems
see, in
illegal.
my opinion on that, that wasn't just aimed at Boosie. See, I'm gonna be honest with you, in my opinion. The 14, the helicopters and all that was because it was a known gang, allegedly a known gang territory, with neighborhood,
Right.
yeah, with a lot of criminals already back. The dude that they had allegedly was a criminal, and and in a lot of states, if you're a criminal, if you're a felon, they can really search that. They can do all those things. That's in my opinion, that's stupid, but they can do that.
Right.
That's why they did that, because
I
that
see.
wouldn't be illegal in my opinion. But the legal part was just stop them over and searching the car. You know what I mean? That's the legal part.
Yeah, I
But
see what you're saying. That's true. And exactly. It wasn't a helicopter. No, it was a helicopter.
yeah, see, the helicopter was on the area where all the allegedly gang activity was. That's why the helicopter was there. It wasn't just focused on Boosie. It was focused on the area where all those alleged gang members. Not saying they were gang members. I say alleged. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
So
right. Well, see,
Alleged.
and a lot of people were saying, and that's why I said I don't know that dude, so I'm not gonna put stuff on him because I don't know I haven't read his paperwork, but I will say the government when I was
got
in
the
court.
paperwork. I'll send it to you.
Yeah. When I was in court the other day, the government prosecutor Michael G. Wheat, he did say out of his own mouth that this person who filmed it, he didn't give a name or anything like that, but he said the person who filmed it is a high. He said he's a known gang member who is a felon who's been convicted of a RICO. So that's why they had eyes on him, and then watching his account, and then his account is what showed Boosie. So I still
that's
think
what
it's bogus, but
that's why they did it. What I'm trying to say. That's why they did it, because he was a known felon, a probation areas, and that's why they focused on that, and they just focused on the whole scope of it. But you're right. They still don't give him, in my opinion. Now, I don't think they gave him still the probable cause to search the car of Boosie.
Yep, I don't either. I think I still think that's illegal. So if I was his attorney, I don't know the specifics, like how to go about that, but that's what I would really be like, yo, that was not, y'all did this illegally, how you guys went about it.
Now let me tell you this though, Don. What they saying about dude, which I doubted, because I haven't seen that. They just putting that on like whack. He putting that on that dude, in my opinion. But I don't think he was setting up Boosie. I think he was just around the video shoot, everybody having fun, and he just camcording. But if he was, let's say if he was specifically setting up Boosie, right now they would have the right to search his car, because that's a known federal CI.
Right.
They have gave him credible, information. That would give him probable cause right there. But if he wasn't, I don't think they had probable cause.
Got you. Okay. And I did see someone saying.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No,
go ahead. I was saying that I did see, because I've been watching different YouTubers and stuff like that. People were saying that he is, but I'm not the type of person that's going to say somebody is if I don't see proof of that. So,
I don't see proof either, homie. You know what I'm saying? I don't see proof of that.
I don't know.
The case he was on, I can tell you this right here, man. The case that he was on, and he probably won't mind me saying it because he already said it himself. He was on a RICO pimp case, pimping prosecution case.
A RICO what?
Pimping case.
Right.
Prosecution.
Yeah, trafficking case. Or in federal it'd be sex trafficking and like stuff like that, pimping.
Right. Okay. I see what you're saying.
Yeah, because I got the paperwork on it.
Oh, okay.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Yes, you educated us for real. And people saying that, we up here, we dumb and whatnot. We're not, we're just educating people, and we're learning as well, as far as, learning the specifics. We can read everything that's going on in the courtroom and understand all that, but we're just trying to show people exactly and learn ourselves as well about the specifics of the case. And, Mogul, he's been through the federal system, so that's why, and he's been here since day one, so he knows different things. Just like we invited Turk up because he's had this same exact charge.
Hey,
So,
okay, there go an attorney just posted this. Q is an attorney.
Okay.
Read what
Okay. Q said, "Greetings, Sylvia. Probable cause was warranted. They had to find a gun in the search in order to justify the arrest." But this is our thing, though. We're talking about I understand that, to find the gun, the probable cause to back up the arrest, but we're talking about the illegal search and seizure. You see what I'm saying? So that's before the arrest even took place. So that's what we're talking about, is how did it get to the point of even searching the car and then leading to the arrest?
he said.
That's what we want to know.
On the thing. I'm gonna bring it up. It's gonna be on here. Hold on. Go to the paperwork I sent you, Dom, and read what they said. Read what they said. Start from.
Oh, he said drop the link. Q said drop the link.
Okay, Q.
Yeah, man, Mogul, I appreciate that, man, because it's always good to hear somebody speak about it who's been through it. You know what I'm saying? Because that's just like a basketball coach, right? Like, I played basketball my whole life. A lot of times, NBA coaches who have never played college basketball or have never, hasn't played since high school, you don't seem as credible as a coach like a Ty Lue, if you guys know who that is, Ty Lue, or Phil Jackson, or a coach that's actually played the game.
Greg Popovich or anything like that. Yeah.
So that's how I see it.
Like Gucci's coaching.
Right.
Hey, Q.
What's going on, Q?
How you doing?
Where my buddy at? My buddy's with you?
No, actually, I dropped him off in Houston. He's by my sister. He's gonna something because I have a lot of traveling to do.
Okay.
But he's in good health. So just based on my understanding of what's going on with Boosie, from my understanding, was the sidebar of a target, which was they were following someone else, and they ended up putting him in that scope, in that net, and he got arrested. From my understanding, correct me if I'm wrong, Boosie was seen with a gun, supposedly on his body somewhere, right?
Yeah.
Am I right?
From somebody else's video, yes.
Okay. And that somebody else, either the person that was recording or someone else that was in the video, was the subject of a federal investigation. Am I correct?
Well, he was ex RICO charge. He's out right now, but he's supposedly allegedly a gang member.
So the question is there probable cause? Probable cause is more like a string. So it doesn't necessarily have to be anything directly related to what they're looking for. It can be just an inference. For example, if a child is missing, and that child has on a specific pair of shoes, and that shoe is found in the doorway or on the step of a home of, let's say, a known sex offender, that shoe is probable cause for a search warrant.
Mm-hmm.
You follow me?
I see what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
So,
but this is my go ahead.
No, I want to answer your question. Go ahead.
So this is my thing, though, right? Now, I see your point with the analogy you just gave, but that's like if the guy who recorded it, right? He's the alleged gang member who is a felon who's been convicted of the RICO, right?
If he was in the vehicle, I can understand that. You see what I'm saying? But that guy was not in the vehicle or even knew Boosie.
Okay,
So
so
that's
so
why I'm
so
confused as to where. That's what I was saying. I understood what you were saying, but how did it get to the point of even probable cause and then the arrest? I know they need the probable cause to back up the arrest, but
the fruit the fruit of that tree of probable cause was Boosie being seen with the gun. Now, if they searched the car and they found a gun other than a gun that resembled the one that he had, then the arrest is that justified.
Okay.
gotcha.
Follow what I'm saying?
Okay.
Okay.
Gotcha.
So they couldn't arrest. Well, they couldn't perform a search much later and find a gun much later. It had to happen at that particular time. They couldn't wait 2 or 3 days. It had to happen at that particular time. I'm thinking. I don't know when the search happened after the visual of the firearm. This was not something that they could institute a day later. It had to have
It was
happened
within an hour.
Okay, yeah, it had to have happened within that particular time frame.
Okay.
You follow me?
Yeah.
Otherwise,
Yeah,
there's too many other variables that a defense attorney could use.
Okay. Now, okay. Now, are you a defense attorney or defense?
My specialty was appellate law. So
No,
whenever
okay. So, I mean, so is that I mean, could you defend illegal? Because I've been saying since day one, I personally think I know everything you just said, you're very informative, but as a defense attorney, couldn't you defend that that's an illegal search and seizure, the way they went about it? Because the only things they listed was when they had issued the police lights, they said the car kept driving slow, and then they saw Boosie through the tent, I guess, moving around, trying to get the gun out of it, trying to stall with time to get the gun out of his waistband, allegedly.
Well, what is going to come down to is possession. Was that the actual gun that was in Boosie's possession?
Okay.
That will be that will be the question upon defense. Of course, possession is 9/10 of the law. And they will have the burden of proof of proving that was the actual gun that was in Boosie's possession. So that would be the only defense at this point. I'm all but certain that at some point Boosie's defense would be that wasn't a gun. That wasn't the gun that was on. I mean, it's one of those things that as I said before would be questionable on appeal. The question of the day is what case law you're using to defend to call to the bar about possession. There's many. As a matter of fact, there's a case, Leve Ballet. I think it was actually a federal case where this gentleman was he wasn't connected with some people that were dealing drugs. He just knew them, and some kind of way he had some CDs, and they overheard him discussing that someone took his CDs. The feds actually took that CD as a terminology for drugs, and they gave him 5 years for it. And it was actually CDs. It wasn't drugs.
What was the name of the case again? Can you spell it?
His name is actually Leve Ballet, like the ballet dancers. It was a case out of Jefferson Parish in Louisiana.
Okay, and that was federal.
That was federal.
No,
it was actually a RICO case. Did you look it up, Sylvia?
No, I'm gonna look it up now.
Yeah, I think his name is Leve, either Levay or Levet. But I do know his last name is Ballet.
BLEET. I mean
BALLET.
That's what I was telling.
It was a 1999 case, 1999 or 2000 case. But I know it was a very interesting case in Jefferson Parish relative to interpretation of law, interpretation of things that described as drugs. I believe that case was overturned on appeal. He pled with his rights. He made an Alfred plea. He pled with his rights, but the case was eventually overturned.
Okay. Now, let me ask you this. If, let's say that, I'm not saying this is true, people. I'm saying let's say if Boosie said that gun came back to be actually the bodyguard's gun, right? but he was just holding it on his back for the video shoot. Just
You,
the video shoot.
you have to understand. Hear me out. Hear me out. You have to understand, and please read over the federal and local laws regarding possession of a firearm.
Okay.
There is no justification in any way, shape, form, or fashion that he should that would justify him actually being in possession of a firearm.
Got you.
So
Okay.
even if he held it for someone, or you know, I've even seen cases where someone was involved in a scuffle, and they kept the gun away from the person that was involved in the scuffle to keep him from using it, and he was prosecuted.
Wow. Okay. So basically their laws are very strict, and it's just bottom line, you can't even hold it, not even for 10 minutes.
No.
That's illegal. Period.
No.
Okay.
Right.
And then also this
Now,
is
be mindful. Be mindful. The way that they're prosecuting the way that they're prosecuting this case, this is strictly targeting rappers. I don't know if anybody realizes this, but there have been many cases in the last maybe 7 or 8 years where rappers are using actual guns in video shoots.
Wow. So
This is the reason. This is the way that they're using this case to prosecute people that are carrying firearms. That's not supposed to be carrying firearms.
That's crazy.
It's
Okay.
unfortunate. It's very.
It really is, man. Okay, so someone in the chat has been constantly asking this question, so I'm gonna ask you this. They said, what about the bodyguard negligently leaving the gun on the floor in the car?
What about it?
Like what if the bodyguard brought the guns there legally from Atlanta, they went through TSA or whatever, and when they get pulled over, basically I think what they're asking is he improperly locked up the thing, stored the gun properly. But the two people, the driver and the bodyguard, were not charged federally. They were all charged statewide, but then the state dropped all of them and only charged Boosie federally.
Gotcha. Well, like I said, they are looking for something that is descriptive of the gun that Boosie had supposedly in his possession. Had they pulled them over and all they got out of the car was an assault rifle, they could very well say that is not the gun that Boosie had in his waistband, right?
Right. Okay. I see what you're saying. Okay, that's a good point. And then this is I know, sorry we holding you up, but you came up here and you're an attorney, so it's like, shoot, let me get a couple questions. So someone said, Dom, can you ask Q if Boosie was going to plead guilty in state court, can they use his testimony into federal court?
Of course they can.
Wow. Okay. So there you guys have it.
Hey, I can't find the case you're just talking about.
I'll eventually find it for you, sir. Because I actually stumbled across it. Oh my God, about a year ago. Because the guy is actually a very good photographer now. And it's been about 2 years ago. I saw him somewhere, but I'll find it. I'll find it. I'll send it to you. But it was a very bad case of improper. They questioned what the interpretation was regarding the CDs. Now, to the gentleman who I was speaking with, I no longer practice. I quit practicing quite some time ago. But I
the license breast, because I know that.
Yeah. So I still keep that active, but the criminal justice system has just left a very bad taste in my mouth, man. I moved on to other things. I'm enjoying my life, as I live it, and I'm good.
Yeah, but your family still.
Yes, my niece, her dad, I have about maybe 8 attorneys in my family.
Wow.
See, that's why I love my Q.
It's just good to see one of ours, be an attorney, because, like you said, the criminal justice system is very crooked. It's not. It's broken. And we need people out there who can help one of us.
Well, I'll tell you this:
Get to our point.
we will not get to where we need to be as it relates to the correct implementation of the criminal justice system until we deal with what is called qualified immunity. There are so many. I'm actually driving. This is the loudest truck I've ever driven in my life. Yeah, we have so many people that work within the criminal justice system that are prosecuting cases that they know should not be prosecuted, but still to get those stripes on their belt, they'll move forward with it anyway. I think that people should be held accountable. They should be held accountable, especially with their license, in the event that they negligently prosecute someone for something that they know they should not prosecute them for. So, and that's the problem that we have.
Right. Yeah, that's very true. That's a good point.
It's
crazy, man.
When I tell you, sir, I have seen the worst. I've seen Harry Connick, Paul Connick, who's the uncle of the singer Harry Connick Jr. He and his brother were DAs at the same time. Harry Connick in Jefferson Parish, and in Orleans Parish, and Paul Connick in Jefferson Parish. Jefferson Parish is the dirtiest. Matter of fact, this is where C. Murder got his time from.
Wow.
He went before the worst judge in the history of Louisiana. Her name was Martha Sasson. She was by far the most corrupt judge in the system.
Wow.
And I still feel to believe that of all the judges that were seated during that time, you had Frederica Humberg Wicker, you had Lee Armstrong, you had Melvin Zeno, you had you had a bunch of them. Had C. Murder went before any one of those other judges, he'd probably be home right now.
Right, because he should be free pretty soon, right?
I'm not sure. There was a lot of talk during that time. Jefferson Parish was going through a lot during that time. There was this thing called Code 6. Sylvia, I know you're a Googler. Look up Code 6 Jefferson Parish. This was a imposition of law where they reserved a special unit within Jefferson Parish Sheriff's Department to deal with the most violent criminals. Okay, follow me now. So once they developed that unit within Jefferson Parish, then they had a set of Code 6 district attorneys. These were district attorneys who were dedicated to just dealing with the worst possible offenders. Well, the problem came in when they set aside Code 6 judges, which was Martha Sasson was one of them. Can't remember who the other three were, but these judges were known to hand down the harshest sentences. Well, in the process of due process, when it comes to the judicial system, you have to be entered into an allotment system, and an allotment system gives you access to all of those judges, and whatever judge it lands on, and that's the judge you're dealing with. Well, if you have 13 judges within the courthouse and you're only subjected to 3 of them, then guess what you've just violated? My due process.
Yep. And there's no way to because it's the legal system, there's no way to get that changed, right? To have access to all 13.
There was a lawsuit that was filed. It's called Douglas Jones versus, I want to say it's Douglas Jones versus Paul Connick, or Douglas Jones versus Martha Sasson, or Douglas Jones versus Jefferson Parish. Sylvia, you probably can look that up real quick.
Yeah,
and
you could Google that.
What was it again?
Look up Douglas Jones versus Martha Sasson.
That's crazy, though. So, like you said, that's violating your due process rights.
Correct. And unless
that happening,
Douglas Jones filed a federal lawsuit in, I want to say it was 99 or 2000. This was during the time that C. Murder got his case. This is also during the same time. There's a gentleman by the name of Patrick Kennedy. It's amazing how I'm pulling these cases off the top of my head. Patrick Kennedy was the very first person in the country to be sentenced to death for rape.
What? Wow.
Yeah, and I actually worked on his jury selection team. But he was the very first person in the entire country to be sentenced for rape. So he was sentenced to death for rape. Are you able to pull it up, Sylvia?
No. SOOS.
You might have to spell it.
SASOON, right?
No, SASONE.
NE, okay. Okay.
N as in Nancy.
Got it,
Yeah.
got it.
Yeah. Wow.
So, but I don't know, man. I just thought Boosie was smarter than that. But at the same time, I think he trusted the people around him too much.
Right. And it wasn't necessarily because the person holding the camera, his people, Boosie's people who he came with, they were in front of him on his live, right? But then the person who got the gun, the alleged gun or whatever, it's some guy that this alleged felon gang member convicted of a RICO who Boosie doesn't even know. So like you said, it was people that were around him that he didn't even know that that broadcasted the situation.
So let me ask you a question. What was the nature of the gathering? Was it a video shoot or was it just some people getting?
Yes, sir. It was a video shoot. He just came out. So this is the thing. He came to San Diego. He was filming a video shoot because he had went and did in the studio with the guy. His name is Bully 3, who's an upcoming rapper from San Diego, and they met in the studio, laid the song on wax, and then they said they were going to do the video shoot here in San Diego. So in the same night, so Boosie came out here during the daytime for the video shoot, and then at night he was performing at a nightclub. So it was two business opportunities that he came out here for.
I think that not to cut you off, but I think the actual video shoot will be a major part of the defense, and they're going to paint that gun as a prop. Yep. That's exactly what's going to happen.
Yep, that's what I would say. Because there's no way to prove that. Yeah.
So one of the things that weigh heavily in Boosie's defense is that gun was never fired. So there's no evidence that was left behind that would say that this belongs to that particular gun. Does that make any sense?
Yeah.
Exactly. And not only that, the judge, when I was in court the other day, the judge, because people were speculating that, this gun, there might be more pending charges tied to a RICO, this, that, and the other. The judge, out of her own mouth, shut down all that and said the gun that was allegedly found on him is not tied, that it had no criminal activity.
I'm going to mute you, because I hear wind. Hold on, I'm going to mute you. Go ahead.
Okay. It had no, the gun was not tied to any criminal activity at the video shoot, and just period, in general. That gun has no criminal activity tied to it, period. So like your point, like you said, Q, that's a huge thing, so.
Okay, I'm gonna mute him. Go ahead, Q.
No, I agree. I agree. But it's always fun to watch these things play out. However, I need to see exactly what statute they have him charged with, and then look at corresponding cases to see how the possession thing weighed out in favor or against the person that appealed that particular that particular statute. So it would be interesting.
Yeah, it's a 922G1 felon in possession of
G1.
One charge.
Gotcha. Which is time out. You said okay. What else was he charged with?
That's it.
It's only one count.
Boosie's gonna make history.
He gonna make history?
When was the last time you ever saw somebody charged federally or locally as of recently, and they only have just one charge?
That's what I said. That's what we said. It's one charge, and then on top of that, and that's why I'm gonna bring it back that to you. That's why I said the illegal search and seizure for one count. And at first it was a criminal complaint. They just gave the indictment. They switched it to an indictment a couple days ago. But up until Thursday, it was just a complaint, right? And so, okay, we were thinking, people were speculating that there could be additional charges. They sent the helicopter and 14 police on the ground for one count of felon in possession of a firearm. That's why I said the illegal search and seizure, to me, sounds credible. But, I don't.
That's why we need to get the transcript too, Dom. We need to get the transcript so we can show the people.
Yes, we do.
But, Dom, I'll tell you this, and I'm curious to know. You say that this stop happened within an hour of the shoot, right? That's
correct. Yep.
Okay. The question that I'm raising as someone from a defense attorney's perspective, how many stops were made between when they left the place where Boosie was seen with the gun up until when they pulled over the car with the gun in there?
From like Boosie's standpoint, or from the police standpoint?
From the police, how many stops did Boosie make between when he left the place where the video shoot took place up until when he was pulled over?
He made no stops.
That's a good.
Okay. Had he now? I'm looking at everything from things that normally would be weighed that a defense attorney would weigh. Had he made any stops? There's too many areas for variables. So if he made any stops, who's to say that the gun that he supposedly had was dropped off, or the property he had was supposedly dropped off? They had to have made that stop within that particular time frame, because they have to have something. There's something in Boosie's possession, or anywhere in the car, that say that, hey, this is the gun that he had. As I said before, had he had anything that resembled another type of gun, an arrest would not have been warranted.
So what about the testing, and what about the fingerprint and stuff like that?
It's kind of irrelevant at this point. I mean, it's relevant and it's irrelevant. Okay. Where it's relevant for the defense is that they can necessarily say that, hey, Boosie didn't touch this. But where it's irrelevant for the prosecution is that they don't really need that to say that that Boosie had this gun with him. So it kind of puts him at a bad position, because now we have to understand if the defense attorney is using this as, hey, this was a prop, then where was the prop left? That's why I'm glad that Boosie was smart enough not to give a statement. I don't think he gave a statement, did he?
He did.
He did.
Oh, God.
He did.
Yep, he did. And but see, what his statement had to do with was that he said that they belonged to his bodyguards, and it was on his waistband for the video.
Yeah. Okay. So for those people that are listening in on this live, I want you to hear me, and hear me very clearly. Shut up. Don't say anything to a police officer relative to a case. The verbiage is can and will be used against you in the court of law. Not maybe, or possibly, or we might. Can and will be used, and I'm sure right now that whoever Boosie's defense attorney is beating him upside of his head with giving a statement at all.
Right. Yep. I couldn't.
Because what you've done is you've given yourself possession.
Man. Yeah, I was sick, man. So yeah.
You have given yourself possession. When you say that you held it for someone, or you did this or you did that, irregardless, you put the charge, the nutshell of that particular statute is possession of a firearm. Not that you saw a firearm, not that you walked by it. It is possession of a firearm.
Yeah. Yep.
No,
And I was
I'm
just
not.
like,
I'm
man,
not saying that this. I'm not saying this case is unbeatable. You know what I'm
right,
saying?
right.
But
It is.
but what I'm, but you have to look at everything from both angles. If you put yourself in a position where you said that you had possession of it, that's a problem within itself.
Yep. Yep. And so that's why me, as you know, if I was a defense attorney, which I'm not, I don't know what defenses you could put up, but I would really try to with that illegal search thing. That's just me. Just because based on giving the statement thing, that's kind of, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. What do you think about that?
Statements. You'd be surprised at how many people paint themselves into a criminal prosecution just based on them trying to clear their name.
Wow. See, and I think that's what he was doing. He was
Yeah.
just trying to clear his name, and then they're going to use that against him.
Mhm.
Man.
Yeah.
But
So
it's still beatable though. So
yeah, it's
like
it's
you
it's,
said,
it's still beatable. I would have to research the case law within that they use and research various cases to see which cases were affirmed with the conviction, or which cases were overturned, and based on what. I'm all but certain that it's going to deal with some type of fruit of the poisonous tree doctrine, where they are taking something. And for those of you that don't know what I'm talking about when I say fruit of the poisonous tree, if the fruit is poisonous, then so is the tree. So if you get something within the earliest part of the prosecution where they such as something as the possession, if the defense files something that the case will rule in favor, where that let me see, what's the words I'm looking for. If it's an illegal search, and that goes into the possession of that particular firearm, then the rest of the prosecution can't happen. So, boy, I'm bouncing around in my head, man. What could Boosie have been thinking by giving these people a statement of any kind?
It says the defendant's statement while in custody were indicated that he planned to throw the blame on the hands of someone else.
Yeah, that is yeah. Oh my God. But
then he says it right here. He says Hatch falsely claimed that both firearms were in the security bag and not in the seat. And he did admit that he had to put that firearm on there for the video shoot. There it is right there.
See. And right, I think to your point, Q, I think he was trying to clear his name, like it was just for the video shoot, but not knowing, because he's never dealt with a federal gun charge. You see what I'm saying? So he probably was thinking in his mindset, like, hey, I was just doing my business, my job, and it's for the video shoot, and then that was it. Unbeknownst to him, they don't care. Anytime you touch or even grab that mother, you know what I'm saying? It's a charge.
No, even if you don't touch it, if you have acknowledgement that it is in there, because remember Thug's brother, when he said the gun is on the side, he didn't touch it.
Oh yeah, right. Young Thug.
Remember, he said a gun, because remember he's a felon and he can't be near a gun. And he said the gun is on top, but he goes and said, "Oh, it's registered." That means he knew the gun was in the car.
Right, right. And he was trying to protect himself, but that they're going to use that against you. That's crazy.
Since it wasn't his car, if he didn't know the gun was in there, then it's a different story. But he did say to them, the gun is on the side and it's registered.
Who rented the car?
Okay, so this is the thing.
That's not the rented car. This is Thug's brother was in I think his girlfriend's car.
No, we're talking about Boosie's situation.
Oh, okay, my bad.
Yeah, Boosie's, according to the attorney, Boosie's the car as well as the driver, I believe the security, I would have to double check on that one. It was all through a management company.
He did everything right. up
He went
until
through a management company.
and the reason why the reason why most people would do that, especially when they're involved in a particular life, is so that if anything goes awry with the with the car, if anything is in the car that's not supposed to be in the car, one of your defenses is that, hey, I didn't rent the car, or the car doesn't belong to me. But
Yep.
but when you acknowledge that you know that something is in the car, it doesn't matter at that point who rented it or who it belonged to.
I knew it.
Once you acknowledge it's in there. Yep.
I knew it. Damn. I knew it. Because like you said, the rental car, like you said, it's a rental. I mean, how many people been in this car? You don't know what was in this,
And if someone, I mean, in part of the defense would be, well, I mean, you found drugs in the car. And I've seen it happen. You found drugs in the car. Then okay, well, we'll bring in the porter from the rental car company, put him on the stand, ask him, hey, did you clean this car? Yes. Did you look underneath here? No. Why? I normally never do. I just wipe it down and wash it and send it on. So you can't necessarily say that was in there before you got the vehicle and or after. No, I can't. Okay, well, that's not my client's drug.
Wow. So now that you're kind of gathering what we see, what's your thought process now on that? And this is your opinion, just from
I still want to be able to take that citation,
okay,
and research previous cases in that particular jurisdiction, in any case that has been appealed before.
Okay.
And this is exactly what I'm 100% certain. This is what his defense attorneys is doing. They're researching cases to see possible defenses. I can tell you this: he screwed up with a statement.
Right. And now, okay, let me ask you this, not to cut you off, but is there any way that the attorney can file something because I don't know, Sylvia, you would have to zoom in. I don't know if they recorded that statement or if this is just them saying that. Because the police could just be saying this. They said a couple things on here, just like him saying to the bodyguard, allegedly, I got 10K on your head, but that's not recorded. But then other stuff was recorded. So what I'm saying is they could be saying anything. So, but let's say that they did have that. Is there any way that they can get that null and void?
That statement?
That statement, correct.
That statement is relevant and it's irrelevant to the case. Let me explain to you where it's relevant. It's relevant because it paints, for the prosecution, it paints some type of admission of guilt indirectly. That's one thing. The other side of that is, has Boosie been charged with witness intimidation? Well, then again, no, they can't charge him with witness intimidation at that point because at that point that the bodyguard is not classified as a witness at that point. He hasn't been arrested at that point. He hasn't been formally charged at that point. Now, had he been formally charged at that point and Boosie made that statement, you're looking at a different set of circumstances. Because at that point, legally he's described as a witness, and then that will be witness intimidation.
Gotcha. Okay, because what they did say, so what they did say in court the other day was that they subpoenaed his fiance, right? Boosie's fiance, as well as they said he had to stay away from her because she's a potential witness. They didn't say she was a witness. They said she's a potential witness, even though she wasn't even in San Diego at the time. She did not fly with him to San Diego for this video shoot, but they're still using her as a potential witness. And then the security guard, the bodyguard security guy who had the guns or whatever, they said that he is the witness. And anyone who was at the shoot is a witness.
Sylvia, can you Google Black's Law Dictionary definition of a witness for me?
Okay.
Yeah, because it's like they're using the security as the witness, and they're saying that Boosie said I got 10K on you, but that's not recorded. They don't have that. They said he was in one car and then the other guy was in the other car, the police car, when they were downstairs, and he was yelling at him from the one car to the next. And so they're saying that he was I guess basically to make their case stronger, but that was not, recorded or anything like that.
Yeah, that yeah, it won't really matter. But so did you get that
Hold
that
on. I'm pulling off witness.
Yeah, you guys be respectful in the chat. We're just we're just asking questions and having dialogue.
What are they saying? Oh no.
I don't know, just people in there,
just block them. Mods, don't worry. If anybody's talking crap, just block them.
what did it say? I'm curious.
Black Law Dictionary.
Black's Law Dictionary. No, I was asking, what did the person in the chat say?
Oh, well, someone was saying ignorance is bliss. Just someone, they're talking to each other in the chat, and someone was saying that someone's racist. I don't know. Just come on, guys. Let's be respectful. Someone said everybody needs a Black's Law Dictionary. Get one. One says, Charles Neff says, once you become a convicted felon, the system ain't trying to hear nothing you got to say. I'm living proof.
0.
Oh, Tanae, this is a good question. Why is she a witness? That's insane. And that's what we were asking the other day. Why are they using?
Because she lives with him, and
but
verify whether or not he owned the gun.
Right, but Q, can't that be? And his attorneys, raised that issue. But the judge was saying there's too much back and forth, and they don't have. She doesn't have enough proof or information. That's exactly what she said. I don't have enough information, so we're just going to leave it as if she's a potential witness.
Here's the question: has she given a statement to a law enforcement officer?
No, she was not there at all.
Has she been subpoenaed by any judiciary anywhere in the country?
The government subpoenaed her. But then the defense said that they did not. So I don't. That's why the judge was like, I don't really know.
If she has been subpoenaed and she know that there's a criminal case or civil case in process, then she could be considered as a witness, not as a potential witness. Now potential, where potential comes in is where that comes in at is, has she been notified that she's been subpoenaed?
Got you. Okay. And now, does this have any recourse if they're getting married? Because they're getting married in a couple months, according to his defense attorney.
No, it doesn't matter. That really doesn't.
Wow. Okay.
Okay, it's too many spots for witness. Do you know exactly where I need to go?
The very first description.
I go back.
Although I just kind of laid out what the court's view as a witness. I think in Louisiana, oh my God, let me see.
Well, the case is here in
no. What I'm saying is, my expertise is based out of Louisiana, and it won't be just different from any other parts of the country. I think in Louisiana, witness intimidation is 15.529.1, 5929.1, and in Louisiana Revised Statute 5929.1, it gives you a description of what a witness is. Now, if you can't find it in there, Sylvia, you can put in RSLA 14129.1. And it's going to bring up witness intimidation.
I was going to bring up this one. It says a lawyer who is a potential witness. Okay, we don't need to put that one in, right? Okay.
Just type this in for me, Sylvia, because it won't be that much different from the federal system. Okay. Put in Louisiana Revised Statute.
Hold on. Louisiana.
Brandon, where? Ain't nobody crying, bro.
Revised Statute.
Keep things moving. That's all.
Nice. Statutes.
14. Semicolon.
Hold on. 14, semicolon,
129.1.
39.1.
129.1. 14, 129.1. So in that statute, it gives you witness intimidation, I believe. And in the body of it, it tells you what the law views as a witness. That particular description will be around the board wherever you go in the country.
So do I need to just go in there like there? Witness intimidation? Okay. Oh Lord. Let me go down here. Yeah.
Well, I mean, if you can find it, cool. If you just want to go through it later, but that statute will be the same wherever you go in the country.
There it is right here. Can y'all see it? Oh, am I on another slide? Can you see it?
I can't see it. I ain't got my glasses on.
Oh, let me make it bigger. Can y'all see it now?
Yeah,
I don't think
zoom in a little. I can see it. I'll read it. It says, C1, whoever violates the provisions of this section in a civil proceeding shall be fined not more than $5,000, imprisoned with or without hard labor for not more than 5 years or both.
Go to the part where it describes what is a witness in
Okay, there it is right here.
It says 2017 Louisiana laws, revised statutes, Title 14 criminal law, RS 129.1. Intimidating, impeding, or injuring witnesses, injuring officers, or penalties. And then it says 1, intimidating, impede. Okay. A, no person shall intentionally 1, intimidate or impede by threat or force of force or attempt to intimidate or impede by threat of force or force a witness or a member of his immediate family with intent to influence his testimony, his reporting of criminal conduct, or his appearance at a judicial proceeding. 2, injure or attempt to injure a witness in his person or property, or a member of his immediate family with intent to influence his testimony, his reporting of criminal conduct, or his appearance at a judicial proceeding. Or 3, injure or attempt to injure an officer of a court of this state in his person or property, or a member of his immediate family because of the performance of his duties as an officer of a court of this state, or with intent to influence the performance of his duties as an officer of a court of this state. B, for purposes of this section, the following words shall have the following meanings. 1, quote, a member of his immediate family, end quote, means a spouse, parent, sibling, and child, whether related by blood or adoption. 2, quote, witness, end quote, means any of the following. A person who is a victim of conduct defined as a crime under the laws of the state, another state, or the United States. B, a person whose declaration under oath has been received in evidence in any court of this state, another state, or the United States. C, a person who has reported a crime to a peace officer, prosecutor, probation, or parole officer, correctional officer, or judicial officer of this state, another state, or the United States. D, a person who has been served with a subpoena. I think this is what you were referring to, Q. A person who has been served with a subpoena issued under authority of any court of this state, another state, or the United States. E, a person who reasonably would be believed by an offender to be a witness as previously defined in this section. C, whoever violates the provisions of the section in a civil proceeding shall be fined not more than $5,000, imprisoned with or without hard labor for not more than 5 years or both. So that's what I think you're referring to with the subpoena thing.
So, but those descriptions of witnesses, anything before that, it changes from jurisdiction to jurisdiction. But where it describes a witness, that is the same in Washington as it is in Florida, as in California as it is in Maine. It's the same. So, unless they meet those guidelines, then that person is not a witness.
Okay.
So now, as it relates to the bodyguard, that's why I was asking you: did that bodyguard report a crime? Was that did that bodyguard was it subpoenaed, or was a criminal prosecution did a criminal prosecution start on that particular bodyguard that would make him a witness? So that is why I said that, if it had reached a certain point and Boosie made that statement of any kind, we would be dealing with a different animal now.
Okay, because they did charge initially, right? So they leave the video shoot. They drive off. They get pulled over. All three, the driver, he does not have two bodyguards that were there. It was one bodyguard, a driver, and Boosie. 3 people. All 3 got taken into custody. All charged with possession of a firearm, ammunition, and illegal whatever. It was like 3 different charges, but all 3 got charged with the same exact charges, right? So he had to come to court.
Hold on, time out. That's kind of baffling.
Why
So,
that?
because that means that somebody didn't take ownership of the gun, of the property that was discovered.
Interesting.
Okay, so if you and I and Sylvia ride in the car somewhere,
Uh-huh.
and you have drugs on you, and you know that you're a convicted felon, right?
Right.
You're pulled over, and you hide the drugs underneath the seat.
Uh-huh.
Okay, you know it's your drugs. Sylvia and I don't know you have any possession. We get pulled over. The cops bring out the dogs, and they find the drugs, and they ask, well, who the drugs belong to? I say, I don't know who it's for. Sylvia say, I don't know who it's for. You say the same thing. Who are they going to take to jail?
The one that
All
has
3 of them.
conviction? No.
No, they're going to take everybody.
Oh, okay.
They'll take everybody, yeah.
They're going to take everybody.
Okay, so then, they were out on bond, right? All of them were out on bond for about a month. And he shows up to his court date where he plans to plead guilty. And then the defense came to an agreement with the prosecution to where he would plead guilty and he would just get sentenced to probation, right? But instead, they say, you know what, we're going to go ahead and drop the charges. And so they were clearly working with the government. Boosie's literally walking out of court. The federal government picks him up right. He didn't even get to his car. He walked out of the court. But they only charged him federally. The other 2 guys, they are not charged.
Gotcha. All right. That I didn't know that part, but I knew that he went to court for something, and whatever he went to court for, they dropped those charges, and then the feds pick him up. Yeah. So that's, right. I mean, that is typical. I mean, there are many cases where you can be charged both in that particular municipality, and the feds can charge you as well. There's many cases where the lower court may decide not to prosecute you, and the federal courts may decide to. I mean, the district court may decide not to prosecute you, and the federal courts may.
Uh-huh.
It happens. I've seen it happen many times.
Right. Especially, and so this was also, they charged him with just possession. It was just that. Well, initially, it was just when the feds picked him up, it was just a complaint. It wasn't even a pending count or anything. It was just a complaint, but they still, grabbed him up, which is still basically a charge. I mean, but so they grabbed him up and they charged him with just the 9223 or 222G for just a felon in possession of a firearm. But the state charges, it was like 3 or 4 charges. Yeah.
Well, so I could very well say that this sounds like, this is a case that could have been just say, okay, well, the person got a conviction, but somebody on the federal level was not satisfied.
Right. They weren't.
They wanted him to do some time.
Yep. They want him to be locked away. It's just that simple. Because he would have, I mean, state-wise, they would have just gave him the probation, and he'd just be out on probation. That's it. For however long they plan on giving it to him.
Don't get me wrong. If they've given him probation, that does not bar him from being prosecuted again.
Right.
So it's unfortunate, but in this case, man, there are no losses. You either win or you learn.
Right. I agree.
So I would think that the time that Boosie spent in Angola and in the Louisiana judicial system, that he's heard enough stories. But I think one of the things that Boosie did not factor in is that video.
What video?
The video of him showing the gun in the small of his back.
Oh, right. Yeah. Yep.
He knows all the other street rules, but he wasn't familiar with that one. But
right. But it happened so fast too that it was like, you're not.
I know.
But it's still defendable. It's still definitely it's a beatable case.
I expect during pretrial, the defense attorney is going to throw out all kinds of motions to quash, motions to suppress, all the typical stuff. And the question of the day is, will he pursue those things on the appellate level? However, that has a lot to do with his research right now. An attorney is only as good as his researching capabilities or the paralegal that he has in his possession. So I'm hoping that he is taking this citation and researching all the possible defenses. So that'll be it.
Okay. We appreciate you, man. You gave us a whole bunch of knowledge, because like I was telling Mogul earlier, he's been through the federal system, and it's nothing like hearing it directly from someone who's been in the situation, or like yourself, you have the experience of being an attorney. So you can give firsthand, and we kind of gave you, because you didn't really know the specifics, we kind of gave you a little bit more of an understanding of what took place. And then you gave us, a better explanation rather than just a vague kind of response. And you took the time to do that. So we really do appreciate you, man.
That's my buddy, Dom. He comes here all the time. That's my
okay. Yeah, cute, man. We real talk, man. We appreciate
He comes all the time.
How dare you tell that lie? You just love gumbo. You don't care about me.
I love gumbo. Where's my buddy at?
Oh my God.
Hey,
so
gumbo, man, that sounds good.
My that's my dog. I have a 200-pound Spanish Alano that who knows Sylvia's voice when she calls him when we're online.
Oh, okay.
So, but
he knows, huh?
Yeah. So my advice to everyone, man, stay vigilant. Always stay up to date on what's going on in the laws in your particular region. Don't wait to get arrested to become familiar with the law.
And this is why I try to give them some foresight information from attorneys and from us reading, because people think just because they don't know the law that's an excuse in the case.
Ignorance of the law is no excuse.
Nope.
Right.
But I tell you this, there are 4 people that I really I pay attention to their platforms. Not so. Lead attorney is pretty good, but lead attorney is very good at what he does. He and I crossed paths years ago. But Sylvia is one. Max V, Worldwide Media is another one. Big Buy is another one, and there's another guy by the name of Nappy Yankee. They really go into these cases, man, and these are the platforms that we should be following if you're interested in the law. Right. Now, whereas once these pages open up, I'm able to look at them, and they've all been very interesting. I have yet to be able to go into one of Sylvia's lives and actually leave before she ends it. You know, because it's always good information.
Yeah, it is. It's very informative, and sometimes that's what you have to explain to people. They'll pop in, and just this will be the first video they come across, and then they just base it on that. But it's like, go look at all the work that she's done. It's not just, oh, we're jumping on this case because it's Boosie, or we're jumping on this because it's R. Kelly, or this. It's like she's putting the time and effort to actually educate people too, because I didn't know a lot of this stuff, and I love the law. I started getting into law when the whole R. Kelly case, when I started following that's when I really started following along because of Sylvia's channel.
Well, I mean, your love for law, could bring you to different places. What law school did Abraham Lincoln attend? He was one of the best lawyers in the history of this country.
Actually, I wouldn't even know.
He didn't.
He didn't attend any. He didn't.
He didn't go to law school. He's one of the best lawyers. One of the best lawyers in the country.
Wow. See, I never knew that.
In my past life, I was trying to be one.
Yeah, I would love to be an attorney, man. Especially when I'm sitting in the courtroom and I'm hearing the attorneys respond. I'm like,
are you in California?
What was that?
Are you in California?
Yeah, I'm in California. Yes, sir.
California is one of the states that you do not need a law degree to be a lawyer.
Oh,
really? I might have to look into that.
You didn't know that?
I've really thought about it, man. I really have.
Miss Sylvia, do me a favor.
Huh?
Google what states you do not need to be. You do not have to have a law degree to be a lawyer. I think New York is one, California is another one, and there are two more. I can't remember what the other two are.
Wow, that's dope, man. Yeah, I definitely because I know how to. Sometimes I kind of talk. Not professional, but I know how to turn it on and whatnot. But when I'm sitting in the courtroom, I'm like, man, I can defend someone like that or even better.
Okay, I'm gonna give you out of state. You ready? Washington, Vermont, California, and Virginia.
Yeah, I know it was four, and I knew that New York was one, and California was another one.
But New York's not on here.
New York's not on there? I thought New York was on there.
Nope, it's Washington, Vermont, and California and Virginia. Maybe they just changed it.
No, I forgot why it's that way, but yeah, California. Now it's easier to become an attorney without a law degree in California than it is for the other states. Their bar is a little bit different.
Okay. I'm gonna look into that, man. I appreciate that.
Well, that's what Kim Kardashian is doing. You do know that.
But she got money and influence, so that's why.
It doesn't matter how much money and influence you have. The bar exam does not care.
True, that's true. That bar exam is tough too.
Yeah, it is. So I'm gonna chime out, guys. I'm gonna finish listening to the live. Okay.
All right, man. Yeah, we appreciate you, Q.
Thank you. Tell them
and I don't know if you know who Deboski is, but it was funny because he's somebody who he's our friend, and he always says, stay cautious, stay vigilant, and looking over your shoulder for them goddamn informants. So you basically have said that. So,
right.
You got to, So we appreciate you, man.
No problem. Take care. You too.
All right, guys. So this is what we wanted to give you guys some 411 on, because some of us don't know. So one takeaway from this live, for a fact, if you have how many not to interrupt, but Boosie was just on live talking about Maury Povich.
Talking to Maury Povich.
Oh, talking.
Go to his live.
Look at me. See, I'm so thank you. You know what? You're going to have to start reading these pet things for me because I keep screwing up. Thank you.
Cashmore 19. You talking about on Instagram? Yeah, because I don't know if you could pull that back up.
Let's see.
I don't know how it's finished though. Oh, okay. Well, maybe you can. I don't know how you can find that.
I'm on his page, but was it on
Yeah,
his
because when
page?
lives on Instagram, it used to be once you're on a live, it would save that and people could go back and hit it. But now it disappears once you get off the actual live. He would have to post it, you know.
Post it. You won't
So
see
yeah,
it.
you probably. But what you could do is you're probably just gonna have to wait until tomorrow. People usually like on YouTube, if you type in Boosie Live with Maury Povich on YouTube, people usually post that kind of stuff. So I think it's too soon because it just ended. But tomorrow or whatever, I'm sure you could,
We might
it
have.
would be available.
Some people get it right quick. Let's see, because he's a
Yeah,
man.
Kimberly, can you post my channel for Tanae, please? Yeah, someone definitely got it. People always post that kind of stuff. He was talking. Oh, okay. He was talking to Maury about his son Tootie when the girl accused him of getting her pregnant. Oh, okay. Yeah, because Maury does that.
Old. This is old. I see the video. It's in 2002, 22. It's talking about the paternity, right? That's what I'm looking. It's old.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm not sure. Cashmore. Oh, okay. I tried to let y'all know, but they ended it. Oh, okay.
So he was live on Maury?
I don't know. Yeah. Well, she's saying, Cashmore, she's saying that it is old.
It says old here.
Yeah, it says 2022.
Yeah. October 28th, 2022, and it was on IG.
Yeah.
So did somebody reposted it and making it seem like it's new? Or what? I don't know.
I just seen it live on Instagram. I don't know. That's interesting.
It's on his live? Boosie's live?
I don't know. Are you sure it's Boosie's actual page? Because he has his official Instagram is all one word. It's Mama He Live Again 2.0.
Is that the one you saw it on?
That's old. Maury Povich is dead. Yeah. Wait, is he?
Maury Povich is not dead?
I don't know.
Hold on. Maury is not dead. Oh, Lord. Jeez. Don't put the man in the grave.
Man, I don't. Jada Leah? I don't know. I'm not too sure, people. I'm not on Instagram. If I leave my phone, it's gonna start tweaking out.
Yeah, Maury's still alive. He's 84 years old.
That's Jerry. Oh, they talking about. Oh, okay. Jerry Springer passed away. I think they're talking about.
Yeah, but Maury's still alive. Maury's old.
Yeah, Maury's still alive. Okay, yeah, it's old.
Oh, what's up,
okay. You subscribe today? Kim and Lady Coltrane put my link right there.
Please.
So y'all subscribe, please.
Please.
Please and thank you. Yeah, I agree. One cool P. I mean, it's especially about that. I mean, it's the BET Awards.
Yeah, you got the BET Awards. Isn't it tonight? The BET Awards tonight?
Yeah, I think that's tonight. So he and before the BET Awards goes live and all that, they have like parties and all that kind of stuff before.
Practice,
so he's
probably
out enjoying himself. He's probably out enjoying himself. Having a couple of drinks or whatever.
Oh, we know we didn't even put our cash app, but y'all, if y'all and like what we have, and if you guys want us to get the transcript, let me show you what the call. Because his attorney ordered the transcript, so that means once the attorney gets it, we can get it at the lower cost, and we can read. It's not a lot of pages, so it's not going to be a lot. But did you see the cost? It's ridiculous. Did you see the cost of the transcript over there in California?
No,
over here,
I don't look at that kind of. I don't know. You would have to tell me.
Oh, let me show you.
Yeah, I don't even know how to find those. I did ask when I was at the court clerk, and she said that you could order them, and I was just like, nah, I'm good, because I wasn't thinking that we would need them. It would be great to see them though.
But see, the
Read
thing
them.
is, then you learn what cases they use and stuff, and 'cause
Right.
you can pick it up.
He ain't drinking. He shouldn't. Oh, okay, yeah. I thought alcohol you could have. I don't know.
No, his thing said no alcohol either.
No alcohol either. Okay, so he's just enjoying his time. That's what I'll say. So yeah, for people, he's in California, and
But I understand why he can't have alcohol. I don't get it. It's legal.
yeah, but they probably just want him to be, that's usually the stipulation on any type of. Now, if he came forward to the court that he has a drug problem or an alcohol problem, one of his stipulations probably would have been like a treatment program, but that's not the case here. So yeah, Miguel, yeah, you're right. Yeah, he can't. It's in the paperwork. I forgot the alcohol was. I knew the weed was in there, but they are Lady Coltrane. They want him to slip up, but the videos that Sylvia played earlier of him, when he was in the car and whatnot, he's gonna prove people wrong. I can see it. One cool. I agree. One cool P. And I think he's taking it serious because that's it's federal.
Let me show y'all the transcript thing here.
Man, we've been on here for a minute. But today we learned a lot though.
Yeah, we did. Okay, this is they placed an order for the transcript. Oh, let me put my what's the name up? All right, I gotta put this up because folks be trying to steal my stuff. Come on, where am I?
Right, Miss Fat. Yep. You're right. Earl Green. What about people? That's the thing. People around him, they can smoke weed, but if he's, let's say he's, in a car or just near it, you can get contact high, and that could pop up in your system.
What? That could get in your system?
Yep.
Wow.
Yep. You can't even be around it because weed, the smell is so strong. You could get it could be in your system just by being around it.
Wow. That's messed up.
Okay. Q. We might have to.
What Q said?
Q said, if the cost of the files are too high, you can file for indigency and get them at a reduced rate. If not 100% free.
Look at this, y'all. Look.
I don't know.
Look how much. $425 per page, $485 per page, $545 per page, $605 per page. What the heck?
Wait. Can you zoom in? That's crazy. That's a lot.
These people crazy. But the good thing is not going to be that many pages. That's the good thing about
this.
Right.
It's only going to be.
Because the hearing was like 10, 15 minutes. So.
Right. So it's not like it's a trial. So.
You see it, y'all?
Crazy.
She got the 2 detentions. She got the 15th and the 20th, right? You see it, Don?
Uh-huh. I think they spelled his name wrong. Yeah. That's an E.
That ain't him. Where's the E at? There's no E. The name is up here. There's no E. Right here, look.
Yeah, but his name is spelled with an E.
Oh, okay. I thought you said. Yeah.
Yeah.
It spelled it out.
right?
Yeah. It's not him, Your Honor.
Oh, okay. But yeah, that would be cool to read.
You see it?
You know,
Look there. 2 hours is 725 per page. Next day is 605. 3 days is 545. Expedited 740. 745. 7 days, that's expedited.
dang, that's a long time. I mean, yeah. I guess it's still good though, even if you get them, 10 days later or whatever. Still, good to have them.
You see, it's all a business, y'all. It's all a business.
Yeah, Earl Green. Yeah, Tootie Raw can't be around him smoking weed. Otherwise, I'm telling you, they're going to look for anything to violate that man. I promise you. That's what they do. If they did all that with the helicopter, 14 police, and they wanted to keep him, the prosecution is definitely gonna look for any little thing. So I think he ain't, he's gonna be good. He's very clear-headed in his statements that he gave yesterday.
Yesterday, he gave
He's gonna prove them right.
He gave a
He's
statement.
gonna prove them. You said what?
He gave a statement yesterday.
Well, on the Instagram thing.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Or whenever was that 2 days ago?
I don't know.
It was Friday. I'm tripping. Man, it's been a long week. Michelle Richmond. Hey, that's your opinion.
Who's Michelle Richmond? What she said?
You're okay to have an opinion.
He'll cause himself.
I don't think he will, but feds will take exactly Michelle Wright. That's the most way to tell if you're contact high is through your hair. They'll take a little sample from your hair. Yep. And for your hair, I think it stays in there for like 30 days or something like that. It's like 30 days. Weed stays in your hair, I think.
Unless you get a haircut often.
Get a what?
Unless you get a haircut often. I'm just saying. I'm just making.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, but that's.
I'm trying to be funny.
Just here, yeah. That's.
If you do a bald head, they can't catch the hair.
Oh no, they can still. Well, yeah, I guess that's.
You can't catch the hair. I'm talking about bald headed.
Yeah, but then if they did that, then they would just drug test you like with urine. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
2 years. Wow. Oh, 6 months. Okay.
Oh, somebody said pubic hair. No, you can wax.
They can't do that.
You can wax.
Yeah, but they can't use your pubic hair for a drug test. I ain't never heard of that. Yeah, you being funny because I ain't never heard no stuff like that.
That's a.
Yeah, lady coach. But then they're just gonna make you do urine. I mean, it's gonna come right from your urine if you shave. I mean, especially in today's world, they can blood test you. I mean, there's other ways they could.
I think blood test is the only way. That's concrete. Cause they got stuff that could purify your blood too. You could drink some stuff, and people say it purify their blood.
Right.
They have that stuff in those stores. They purify your blood.
Right. Mm-hmm. Yep. So.
Oh, I was gonna show the last video for the folks that still wanted to see. There was a video I wanted to play. Hold on a second. All right, I got one more video for you guys. Here we go. It's a longer one. This is the one.
Home. The realest nigga back home. BT, I need 3 tickets. One for me, one for 2 of my lawyers. They say I gotta go to BT with my lawyers. God damn. Hold on, let me put some clothes on. Take off these. Hey. Ooh, I need a haircut. God damn. I need a haircut, some nectar, some good ass. Oh, Lord. Yes, sir.
He's going to that hair harder than.
Hold on. They would let me eat y'all in jail, y'all. They would let me eat y'all. They tried to starve. They tried to starve. You fine, girl. They wouldn't let me eat y'all in the cell. I'm at Ruth Chris. Would you like to take my order?
Absolutely.
Okay, I want a 18-ounce steak. I want the steak with the bone in it.
Okay, which one for the ribeye?
The ribeye. I want 2 orders of barbecue shrimp. Appetizers. I want a lobster tail. I want sweet potato casserole. Come look at the sweet potato. I want a Coke on ice. Sweet potato casserole. Did you get the sweet potato casserole?
I did. What was the last one?
A Coke on ice.
Okay.
And it gotta be in a can. I do not like that shit that you do this.
Okay,
you get a can, it helps your tip.
Okay.
I'm known for tipping. They say come to San Diego on vacation and leave on probation.
Stop playing with that.
Come to San Diego on vacation and leave on probation. Can I get some medallion that shrimp? Yeah. Yes, sir. You see. I'm finna go get fresh. My hair nappy. I ain't musty, huh, Smith? I'm musty. I've been in jail for a long time. I don't stink though. I want you to tell me if I'm musty.
I think you're really good.
Okay. I've been in jail. You get a little musty when you're in jail. You want something, Smith? Just a shrimp.
Just the shrimp. So the spicy shrimp.
Spicy.
So 2, do you want 3 like the third, or 2 is fine? Because you did mention 2 spicy shrimp.
What was that?
Okay, so 1 for you. Okay, got it.
John, what was that?
They wouldn't even let me. They wouldn't even let me make commissary. They told me I'm gonna have to eat child. So this is gonna be my child. I'm finna post that steak. I'm gonna say child time.
How did you want your steak cooked?
Well done.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't like nothing pink but cat. And the inside.
On the inside.
On the inside. Yeah. So you know what kind of cat I
You did say a Sprite, correct?
I said a Coke.
You said a Coke. This guy. I don't know.
BT, I need 3 tickets. BT, I need 3 tickets. I need 3 tickets, BT. Don't do me like that. I know I missed my performance time. I know I fucked up. I missed my performance time. But BT, I need 3 tickets. I need everybody at BT right now. Tell them I'm headed to BT with 1 shoe on. Tell BT I'm coming with, huh? Yeah, you get a photo. You got a nice body on you. I'm gonna get you a photo. I'm gonna get you a photo. You gotta get a photo. I'm gonna get you a photo. You gotta get a photo. I'm kind of ratchet right now, but it's all good. You got me straight out the prison.
She said, "Can I get a photo, Boosie?"
Y'all at BET right now. BET was gonna let me perform Rocket Man. They say it's too late. I need 3 tickets. Come on, BET, we need you. BET, I need 3 tickets. The boy back. Hold on, man. Where my clothes? Give me some clothes. Hold on, man. Y'all got me bent. Hold on. Let me get fresh. Let me get fresh on a beat. Get fresh. Girl got some ass on. You got me. Hold on. I got all on my side. See, I done prayed so much my knees hurt. I done prayed so much my damn knees hurt. God damn, man. Boy, I ain't prayed that long since death row. I ain't prayed that long since death row. Hold on. BET, y'all call BET right now. Y'all call them right now. Hold on. Let me get the
Tag BT. Everybody tag BT. Tag BT.
Hold on. Let me get right, man. Let me put some clothes on, man. Y'all got me. What's up, man? Let me put some damn clothes on. Y'all got me bent. They still in the pocket, man. Yeah. 150 cash. Yeah, 150 cash on the bond. No, I'm not putting my estate up, no. 150 cash. They still here. They still here, buddy. They still here. Hey, nigga. They still here, nigga. Yeah. Don't play with him. Do not play with him. You're like my daughter Ty say, do not play with him. Tyler's a bitch told y'all. Do not play with him. Do not play with him. Shout out to all my people from San Diego who gave me food when I ain't had nothing. Yeah, shout out to all the Crips, the Blood, the Serenos, the Paisos. Nigga, he ready for the interview.
Ready.
Vlad ready. And fuck they talking about. Shout out to everybody who fed me. I ain't had nothing. Shout out to all the niggas who fed me, bro. I ain't had nothing, man. They wouldn't even let me make stove. Shout out to all the Bloods, the Crips, the Serenos, the Paisos, all on rock with Boosie, nigga. Hey, Vlad, I gotta tell you what's the most famous line in prison now. Vlad, this is the most famous line in prison now. This is what everybody say. Some of us gonna make it, and some of us not. Yeah, some of us gonna make it, and some of us not.
Say she on the way.
Yes, sir.
She on the way.
Oh!
She on the way.
Oh, don't play with her. Don't play with my motherfucking ass.
Yeah.
Lord, that she on the way. Yeah. Don't play. Hold on. Don't play. Do not.
Yes, man.
Do not.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, I put the things on over the pants.
Like I said, I gotta take care of the person.
Hold on, let me get right. Let me shake back. 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 Let me shake back on a beach. Let me shake back on a beach. Let me shake back on a beach. Is Rose?
Rose gold.
I know you.
Rose gold for you, my friend.
I know you lying. I know you lying. I'm blessed and highly favored, man. Fuck, God ain't gonna let nobody fuck over me. Blessed and highly favored, nigga. I'm blessed, and I just dropped the album today. I'm blessed and highly favored, man. Yeah, man. I done shook all the way back. Yeah. Put your balance on. Yeah. Put your balance on. Yeah. I'm blessed and highly favored, man. I'm blessed and highly favored, man. BT, I need 3 tickets. I'm home, man. And BT, I need 3 tickets. I'm finna do a drop right now. I'm finna do a drop right now. Some people, hey. Just wash my hair, dog. I was washing my hair when they called, dog. Yeah. Bro, I was washing my hair, dog. Playing poker, he had came out. Oh yeah, we don't let me out up in the last night. Came out and told him. He told you? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I was up there playing poker. Nigga, everybody in the pen love me. Yeah. Nigga, they say I'm the last one left, man. They say I'm the only one standing on business, dog. Serene, old pipe. So you see the Mexicans, the boys love me, boy. Them boys got love for me, boy. Real talk, boy. Niggas ain't let me starve, boy. They saw how dirty they was doing me, dog. Real talk, man. Them Crips and them Blood, them niggas looked out for me. I'm finna do a drop. Hold on, I gotta do a drop.
That's it. That's it, Dom, on that.
There you guys have it.
2-step 69. You said what's going on where? About what?
Michelle Wright. Yeah, I know who Fujiani is. Fujiani. Yep, so that's pretty much what's going on. We just wanted to keep you guys tapped in. Mogul, yeah.
So tomorrow is the monitoring fitting, and then the 28th is the hearing.
The hearing, yep. So, and I'm sure it's just going to be like every month or whatever, a couple month thing until they come to a resolution. So we'll just have to see how it plays out, and we'll definitely keep you guys notified. Hit the like, share, subscribe to my channel, subscribe to Sylvia's channel, and yeah, y'all have a good Sunday.
And let us know if y'all want the transcript. Y'all gonna.
Oh yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
Yep. Let us know if you want the transcripts, y'all.
All right, guys. Good people. We're gonna sign out. You're welcome.
Catch you guys later.
All right. Catch you later. Dom, I'm gonna call you. See you later.
Right.
Bye, guys.